as
still
dumb
an
as you
idiot.
want.
That should be the name of our channel.
So
Yeah.
Dumbassery notwithstanding.
I have a degree and I'm still just as clueless as I was before about most things.
Amen
But
to
technically I
that.
have 2 degrees, don't I?
What's a
That's
functional
okay,
adult?
yeah.
What's a functional adult? When am I supposed to become one?
When/how? Also, is that a joke? Because yes. Alright, kids. So,
Oh, jeez. Hi,
last we
everybody.
left off, you guys had done battle, and had dealt something heroically with your newest threat of a death worm that appeared in the desert before your very eyes late last afternoon. On your watch, other than nearly
There
being
we
killed
go.
by it, but you guys were victorious over it, and you chose to rest for the rest of the evening into the next day. And while you were on your watch, you did note, just before dawn arose, that in the light of the 2 moons above Taikangaard, you once again saw the glimmering pyramid out in the desert, still some ways away from you. Pretty sure that's all that we did last time. If you're joining us and it's been a long time, basically everybody's going out into the desert trying to find this mysterious pyramid that was told to you about by one of the acolytes in the Black Court of the Sunset Queen, which you have correctly identified, it seems, as being the cult that you were attacked by on your way into Taikangaard, in hopes of trying to figure out a little bit more about what's going on, as well as potentially restore some of your memories. You guys have set out in search of the pyramid, having been told that the Sunset Queen will lead you to the pyramid in her own timing. So that is kind of where we are. I don't think we had gotten. I think we ended right at dawn. So I think Fenrir was on second watch.
So we're actually sleeping through the day, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he saw it at dawn. So it should be a few hours into the morning at this point. Oh, you guys decided to sleep longer?
Wait, what time of day did the worm attack us? Does anybody remember?
It was like late afternoon, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
You're right. It was late afternoon.
And you guys crashed out pretty quick.
Hold on, let me find my handy-dandy notebook, and I'll see if I have any special notes about stuff we did.
Almost dying, we'll do that to you.
Almost dying did a lot of things, people. Okay, so who's on watch?
Well, the twins. I keep calling you guys the twins. I'm sorry. The elves split it last night, as per kind of usual, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, have I been freezing like every few seconds because my internet does not seem to be doing well today.
Not for me.
Oh, really?
No.
Not for me.
That's very strange. But good to know, I guess. Alright, so in that case, at this point it is it is dawn. It's past dawn, you guys have awoken. It's mid-morning. What would you guys like to do?
Wait.
Why is this not selecting and moving? What's up?
Wait. Wouldn't we want to continue travel? Guys, am I being dumb about this?
No,
What?
I think I'm on the same page as you, Andrew.
Right, like
about the time of day.
Yeah, so it's like if we fought that thing late in the afternoon, that would have been near the start of our walk for the day.
Yeah.
Right? So we should we traveled a while and then stayed.
Sorry.
Did we take a short rest, maybe?
No, we took a long.
No, you guys took a long rest. I'm getting my start times messed up. So, does anybody? I don't remember whose watch it was. So yeah, it would have been that you guys stopped around dawn, which is when you would have seen the pyramid.
That makes
when
sense.
You saw it.
Okay.
I think you guys had said you were quitting what, like around like, was it at dawn you guys wanted to like start sleeping through the night, or was it sometime in the middle of the night? I thought it was like at 2 or something, but it doesn't really matter. So at the end of your long rest, it would be probably, let's say you guys stopped around like 5. It'd be about 1 in the afternoon after 8 hours. So I apologize for that confusion. I forgot about that aspect. So my own dumb-airy,
Bless you.
dumb buttery, notwithstanding. What would you guys like to do at this point?
Make breakfast.
Yes.
Proposition.
Yes.
Wait. Does this mean that 11Z's for you is basically at 11 p.m. instead of 11 a.m. then?
Yes.
I don't know why that's entertaining, but it is.
But no, think about how cool that is. You're just sitting there with your tea and scones under this bright,
Under the
full
stars.
desert moon.
Moons up.
Moons.
Mmm.
Extremely appealing for some reason.
Moons. Lore. There you go. Alright. Kira's very excited to get to the pyramid. And she felt compelled to share that with us.
She's been very excited for several weeks. I swear, every time I tell her a game is upcoming, she's like, "Are we going to the pyramid this week?"
Alright. Ow. I injured myself. Alright. So, alright, so are we waking up from our long rest at this point?
Yes. It's 1 p.m. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, we're just gonna keep traveling pyramidward.
Pyramid
More than
work.
likely.
Come get food.
Alright,
Thank you. I would walk 500 miles.
And I would
walk
walk
500
500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks
Four of
a
us, like, at
face.
completely different tempos.
Yeah! Just over the background, Clover.
If you guys,
There
I'll give you an extra 10 XP just for that if you guys decide that you want to walk through the desert singing.
Yes.
Clover just has invented.
Yeah.
So Clover actually, this is what happens. As you guys are sitting around eating your breakfast, Clover's like, right. So I've been incredibly bored, other than when we haven't been nearly dying. It's not anybody's fault. You guys have been lovely company, but there's not much happening other than desert. So I've been working on this song, and I kind of want to try it out. And it's okay. It's kind of silly, but it's about friends, and it's like
Participation needed.
when I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man or woman in this case, who wakes up next to you. When I
Oh. Hey.
specifically does not look at Fen.
What is happening?
Clover looks straight up in the sky.
Talking here, just so you are aware.
What do you mean? What's happening? Were you not there for the last like 30
She
seconds?
is trying to lure in.
I'm luring in. I would walk 500 miles, which I now have to like look up. I'm gonna be okay. I have to like look up the lyrics because I forgot the next part. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be. Oh, okay. I started writing this while we were in the desert, but there's also parts of it from when I was with my old bard troop and we drank a lot. So don't judge me too much on the first verse.
When I get drunk.
When I go out, yeah, no, I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, which we kind of did a lot, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver up, I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be. Anyway, so here's the fun part. So I'll just sing the verses, and you guys sing the chorus. So it goes, but I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500. Basically, she walks you through the whole song. So I think to boost
And I'm
morale,
walking about 100 feet ahead.
So I wanted to see if anybody would want to sing it and just give it a try, and it'll be fun. Anybody?
Why not?
Cool.
Let's do it.
All right, so she'll conduct. and it can sound as terrible as you guys want.
I appreciate, just for a moment, that in-game we are now, what, 7 freaks and a slutty camel walking through the middle of nowhere in the desert singing loudly.
Yes. Yes.
Not at the moment.
Well, it's
Those
not like
are
things
the
wouldn't know we were there anyway.
7? Excuse me.
What? There's 6
not
of us.
Ending not to take part.
Oh.
Chloe's
Sorry.
gonna get really into it
Took me a
and
second.
run up and like jog next to Fenmir and do the.
No, she will not. No, she will not. I run the frick away.
Just a little bit disappointed, but kind of like smirks and just keeps going. Amari's just gonna like make eyebrows.
Tasha,
and then...
shut your mouth. Shut it.
So Savannah, I have to ask you, how much do you think she wrote that song about her brother? Because I'm betting a lot of it. Glad we're on the same page. No, it's best. It's the best part. Alright. Who is working on... Is it just Francis who's been tracking your heading?
What have I missed?
I believe so, but he just put his headphones back on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What did I miss?
Other than Savannah and Amari conspiring about how much of I'm gonna be used about Fenmir. And Fenmir running away from Clover trying to get him to sing. Not much.
Very cool.
But I just wanted to check in, who is keeping track of your heading?
That'd be me.
Mm-hmm.
We have our heading.
Get it, nature
I
map.
do now.
Get it, nature bag.
Alright, so I believe last
Hmm?
evening I said that, yesterday I said that you guys were, that your heading had shifted a little bit southeast.
That sounds right. Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
No,
as
yeah,
you're-
you showed me that on the map.
Yes.
Hmm.
As you guys are, yeah. So based on what,
Hmm.
either one of the elves had mentioned about, well, no, you all would have been awake to see it.
Hmm.
Based on where you saw the pyramid last night, as you're looking at the map, you kind of turn it a few different ways. You're angling it and trying to, and just it shifted northwest again. It's definitely you're sure of it. You're sure of it now. It's definitely not in the same place. You guys are veering this way now.
It moves. Guys,
What?
the pyramid moves.
What are you talking about? It's a fixed object, isn't it?
It was there? Now it's there.
How far away have you been thinking that it is, out of curiosity?
Maybe a week? Not even that. It's in visual range. 3-4 days, maybe?
Are you sure you're looking at things right, Francis? Not that I doubt you, but just like, you know, we could run out of food.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at now.
And be stranded in the middle of the desert.
Anybody else want to?
Extremist.
Anybody else want to take a look at this with me? I mean, we'll be fine because the boy can make water and we can live on water alone for probably about a week.
I can try and
Oh,
look
but
at
that
this.
sounds so unpleasant.
I know.
Being that hungry.
It's okay if push
I
if
don't know, it can also, like, not. For a
Alright,
while.
so
if push comes to shove, we can eat the cat lady. That was a
it's
joke.
not gonna, like,
That was a joke, madam. A joke.
I certainly hope for your own sake that it was.
I'm gonna lean over to Savannah and just go like, she must be fun at parties.
So Amari's gonna help you out. So I want you to make a knowledge geography check for this one.
Me?
Yes. Or survival, whichever one you prefer. Although she could contribute more on knowledge geography.
I'd really like.
realistically.
I'd
But
really
you
like
can
to
roll with
do.
advantage since she's trying to help you anyway.
Can I do knowledge survival? Or survival, rather.
That's not a thing, but yes, you can roll survival.
Knowledge survival. I watch a lot of Survivor, man.
I mean, I know how to survive. Can I do it? No.
Never.
Oh no, what am I doing? Actually, I take it back. Can I do knowledge geography? The same bonus. I'm sorry.
So it really doesn't matter.
Well, it does if she can help me more. So, knowledge geography.
You're just gonna get advantage on either one.
Oh. Okay, so they were a natural 1 and 13. 13 plus 5, 18.
19. You look at it again, and she also kind of angles and kind of makes a few scratches in the sand that very quickly blow away, and after a while she just gives up. But by the end of it, you both are convinced it was definitely southwest before. It's definitely northeast now. Well, that makes no sense. So what are we doing? Just I don't. What are we supposed to do with this?
Change heading and carry on?
Is it possible it's an us error?
We both went over it. We'll take any extra help
It's
that we
possible.
can get,
Could it be some sort of illusion?
Could be.
As opposed to actually moving?
Wait a
that's
minute.
the part that I don't understand.
Maybe it's not an us error. Maybe.
Possible?
No, go ahead, Noah.
Is it
Patrick,
possible
no!
to try to get
Stop that.
more perspective on where it may be by putting the group into 2 groups that travel separately from each other, and that way we can, but within distance of, we'd have someone who can create light in each group so we can signal between, and then we could signal to ensure we don't get too far, but use that as a way to each group find the direction of the pyramid.
That's not a terrible idea.
I'm sorry, what was the idea?
Split the party and follow both directions. And use a light to signal each other.
Ignoring? So I have one slight problem with that. A lot of us almost died trying to fight that worm. What happens if we run into more of them split up?
Flatness.
We outrun them.
Or scorpions?
We can also outrun
Things.
those.
Running's not really my strong suit.
Nor is carrying mine.
Okay, so we also have a camel.
That's true. I could ride the camel. Like I did last time.
I'm down for it.
My
Unless
trusty steed.
unless Francis is going to cut in. Didn't the librarian mention something about like we needed to have an invitation or something?
Yeah.
Like do we need like right, like is there somebody we need to talk to? Is there an item we need to get? Is it possible that there's some sort
Or
of
something we need to do?
It sounded like
Right.
he was saying something about like the people who had the visions were the ones who'd been called.
maybe we
Who would
should
be able to find him.
maybe we should get like all the people, all the dreaming people, get them all sleeping together. That sounds wrong. But like get what I'm saying is like smash them down with their heads when there's have them all lie down in a circle with their heads together and go to sleep.
You're putting even further in your mouth. You're up to the ankle
Stop
by
digging
now.
while you're still above ground.
I have been above ground in
So
years.
Who out of us had the vision?
One of them was me.
I had one.
Mhm.
Felix had one too, I think.
Felix did. I haven't. Francis hasn't, as far as I know.
So, what if it seems like all of us who are looking at the pyramid are the people who haven't had the visions? So, what if it's the people who have had the visions who are the ones who are able to see where it actually is? And the reason we see it moving.
That's a good
You know, are we-
point.
Wait, the
Seeing
people who
it
saw it
differently, maybe
moving
it's-
though in the night were Fen and Ven, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
but maybe. I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it, though.
You
And
could be right.
by the way, Azalea, I don't remember if this was something that you told to the group, but you would remember that you haven't seen the elk-headed woman, but you have had a vision of sorts that happened shortly after your encounter with the lycanthropy.
Yes.
The
I vaguely remember that from many, many moons ago.
Yes.
the jackal
That's
weir.
accurate. What?
The jackal weir.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I don't think I mentioned that to the group because it didn't seem applicable.
Okay. I'm throwing that out there. I'm throwing that out there just because I can't remember if I did that with you as a private thing or if that was something that I did.
Yeah,
with-
you did that as a private
I
thing.
haven't had a vision,
Sorry.
right?
What?
No worries.
I haven't had a vision, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. I did not RP myself through a vision.
No, I appreciate the reminder, though, because I probably would have forgotten about that.
That
Yes.
is alright.
That was, like, back in October.
No, that's fine.
Okie doke. So,
If we decide to split up the group, and I think we split the people who have had vision half. That helps all.
Yeah, that would probably make sense. See if we see things differently.
what if that cursed sword is the thing? Weren't we having a lot of dreams around that time? What if that's the invitation, the cursed sword? What if those other guys...
Sick invitation. Also, we don't know where it went.
Oh, that's right.
I feel like cursed sword seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. Though the murders that happened in that cabin were kind of culty. But then again, if it's a good cult like the librarian said it was, they wouldn't do something like that.
Then again,
I feel like-
obviously none of our evidence shows it to actually be a good cult.
Good point.
You know, anyone who's in the cult, like any cult, would probably call it good. So I feel like that might be a poor... I mean, the librarian seemed really nice, and I'm not saying that, like, it can't be, but it might not be objectively the best source of information as to the morality and goodness of a particular group of people.
She speaks truth.
So, are we splitting up or are we eating more food?
Alright.
Such an Azalea
Tea
comment.
time, anyone?
Tea time. Francis will partake of some tea.
Azalea will most certainly take the excuse to make tea and have more food.
Alright.
I like that in one breath Azalea's like, we might run out of food, and then the next breath she's like, okay, I'm hungry, let's eat more.
Alright, guys, so Ethan, Tasha, Noah, like, oh, I guess preferably Ethan, Tasha, Noah, what do you guys think about? Do you guys have any ideas?
Several. Are they all plausible? No.
I'm thinking, okay, so like, I want to throw this out there before this, I'm sorry, Ethan, but what if we moved? Like, what if we were moved in the desert? Like, what if we were walking and we entered, like, some sort of blurry zone of reality and came out in a different place?
Like
What?
we were like transported past it somehow?
Yeah, like that's not unheard of, right? In magic, Azalea.
That's a
No.
horrifying thought.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
I like the desert has like genies and
Well,
stuff.
you have a map, right?
Mhm.
Are there any landmarks on it? See if you can triangulate where we are based on if you can see the landmarks from here.
yeah, does it seem like we're in the same spot based on anything other than the pyramid?
Okay, that's a good idea. Gabrielle,
Like,
can
did
I?
we move or did the pyramid move?
Okay, Gabrielle, can I make another survival or knowledge geography check?
To see if you guys moved.
Yeah.
You certainly may do so.
All right. Do I get any bonus from the map? It's okay if no.
Let's see.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll give you like a +3 bonus.
Nice. All right. That's going to be a 24. 24.
Ooh.
Nice. You evaluate it, and there isn't. It's a little bit tougher because there's not much. Like I said, you guys are kind of in a very flat area with only the occasional like somewhat large rock thrown here and there to kind of give you any sort of landmarks. But based on your knowledge of the path that you guys have taken, and what you can tell of the geography, you're pretty sure that you're still on the same track. You're pretty sure that you guys haven't been affected or anything by like any sort of like teleportation or what have you. At least based on your survival skills. If somebody wants to make some sort of Arcana check, that might turn up something different. But
Charlie, I think that's you.
Yeah, I was gonna. Can I do that then?
yeah, why not?
Mhm.
I would not be opposed to you doing that. Okay.
Crap. So the pyramid.
15?
15. You do not sense any sort of arcane effects in the general area.
Do we look like we're any closer to the pyramid? Like, is it any bigger?
Yeah, does it look...
It seems over the last couple of days it has seemed to be a little bit closer. It seems like you're moving closer to it. The only thing that seems to be changing is like your heading.
Okay, so either I am catastrophic at my job, or that thing is moving. Or rather, I and Azalea are catastrophically bad at our jobs, or that thing is moving. Now what?
Do you know, did you mark which position it was in each previous night?
I did not.
We could try to map night by night where it is and see if it's moving in a pattern or if it seems to be moving specific amount each day or night. Would possibly be helpful to help us know where it might be moving towards, so we could head to go, or where, if it's in a pattern, where it will be next, so we could head to one of its locations.
That is a really, really good idea. So I will do as he says, and I will ask everybody to kind of make an agreed upon place for the pyramid, and I will mark it on our map. Okay.
Does that mean it's moved across our current location, and we seem to be fairly centralized right now? We should just camp here for a couple nights until we can begin to triangulate it.
Maybe you make a point. Maybe we should just park here for tonight.
That might not be a bad idea.
All right. All right. So what do we? I agree. I'm gonna go with parking.
Okay. I think if so, we might see if we can hunt anything. So we don't...
Yeah, we should probably hunt, and we need to set up a more permanent base camp than just setting up some tents.
I'll be happy to help someone
Do we
with that.
want to do you want to separate our group in terms of who's had visions and who hasn't, to see if maybe if we're not right there, they see something else.
Could be worthwhile.
Well,
Maybe
let me-
break the camp into 2 hats.
Yeah.
I don't like very much separation though.
Yeah, I
Agreed.
don't want to be too far apart, but it might be good to just have a little bit of division, maybe just to see if anything happens.
And it
So,
might be good to try and keep 2 people up on watch to see if they see it in the same
Mhm.
place when they see it.
Yeah, one person who's seen the vision and one who hasn't.
so what about 2 tents, 300 feet apart?
Sure.
All right. So at one camp would be me, Esab, Clover, Amari.
Over.
Is that it?
I think so.
Azalea too.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you mention
Oh.
Azalea?
And the other camp is just Ven, Fen, and Felix.
Okay. About how far apart are you guys putting these camps?
300 feet, 1 football field. That sounds about right.
That seems kind of far in terms of like maximum movement per
Okay.
round.
That's 5 turns at sprint.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe do it 150.
Yeah, 150, 120 feet.
Yeah, if it helps
120
you,
is 4 rounds at sprint. So let's
No,
do
2 rounds
No,
of
it's 2
sprint.
rounds of sprint.
yeah, if it,
You're
if it
correct.
helps you any on to visualize on a Roll20 map, you've got 120 squares. You've got 120 feet across.
Okay.
You can change that.
hmm
You can, but based on the
That's
but
the
for right now,
default.
we're keeping it
That's the default.
just because I don't want
Okay.
to mess with it.
Okay. 120 feet works fine by me.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
All right.
And I would like to set up traps, or not traps, rather, like perimeter warning systems at each camp.
Okay. What would you like to do for that?
Just stretch some wire connected to noisemakers close to the ground.
Okay.
So like bags of assorted metal parts to jingle, or bells, or sticks that will clatter together. Any sort of noisemaker.
Okay. I feel like you guys have used noisemakers before. Like that was something that you guys specifically requested. Unless I'm thinking of.
I had built a large scale noisemaker when we were facing the sandworm the first time.
Okay. And what did
Yeah.
you make that out of, or did you kind of?
It was effectively a massive drum that was meant to be slammed against the ground.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have you roll a craft check just to. We won't get too much into the details, but just based on the DC, we can see how effective whatever you've got on your person will be.
Ethan, when you get a chance, check the chat with the video for Hangouts. See if
Yeah,
you
I
can
am
enter
a little bit
the
confused
specifics
about
for
what you guys are
Gabrielle.
asking.
Yeah.
Okay, 13 craft check.
Okay.
Wait,
I would say,
sorry, 11.
okay. It's not your best work. You're kind of iffy on it, but you would guess that you should be able to hear it within like a 30-foot radius. Within 30 feet of it. It just might not be like super, super loud. You managed to find like some kind of bits of like scrap metal or whatever. So it should function for its purpose, you're hoping.
Cool.
All right.
As a ranger, could I start working on maybe making some shelters for people? Like try and build up the shelters a little bit more, and I would also like to get some help from Azalea about the appointment and organization of things in said longer term shelters.
Azalea will gladly help out.
Okay. All right. Keeping that in mind, what shelters? So you guys have set up the tents, correct?
Mhm.
And you're trying to add on to that. How do you want to add on? Like, what are you trying to use to bolster it? Because right now there's mostly just sand and occasional like brush.
I don't know. I was hoping maybe we could make some like sunshades for the front, and maybe like do the tents a little differently, or maybe get some of the tents together to make sort of like some big like Bedouin tents.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check. Nice idea.
All right, and all right. And I will ask for Azalea's help with the interior appointments and cooking situation.
Yeah.
Not.
Felix will help you pitch the tent.
Thank you, Felix. Not.
Felix keeps running into the temples.
Not brilliant. Not terrible. That's gonna be like a 14. Not like a 14. That is a 14.
Okay. I would say that you're able to you're able to kind of angle them in a way that makes sense. So that you guys kind of have like a half circle. I don't remember how many tents you guys ended up buying, but
3.
Okay, so you're
I think
able to
so.
put the two of the tents kind of together, and like stretch a couple of like blankets over the top, to kind of add a little bit of shelter. And you kind of rig something similar on the one tent that then Ben and Felix are in, using one or two of like what's his faces of Felix's like staffs or staves to kind of anchor them in. So it probably won't. You'll have to take it down. Like if any sort of like strong wind comes up, it's definitely not like sturdy.
Okay.
But it's serving its purpose.
Neat.
Creating
And what
some
were you guys
shade for
doing
us.
with like cooking and stuff that I didn't quite catch? That was my bad.
No, I was asking Azalea to help with the food and domestic considerations, as
I see.
our hobbit is very high on food and such fineries.
I see.
Our hobbit is high on food.
I mean, but it's not.
Yes.
All right, sounds good. So I'm trying to like make you guys a nice little schmoodle thing on Roll20.
A shamoodle.
Yes.
I've always
you guys
wanted a
have-
Is that
shamoodle.
like a type of poodle?
Yes, it's a schnauzer plus a poodle with an M thrown in the middle.
Oh, I was
Schmoodle.
going to say, what happens when you let your poodle loose unsupervised at SeaWorld? You get a shamoodle.
Oh,
That sounds unpleasant.
Not mildly horrifying or anything.
that's really uncomfortable.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and I will try and work on extending this map so that the other tent is also on here. But it's out of here somewhere. Alright, so I'm actually going to drop you guys on here, because then you can
Okie doke.
see what's happening. But
Which map are we on now? Oh, Untitled. Yeah, it's difficult.
it's on camp now. I changed it.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna try and extend this, but yeah. So that gives you guys a little bit of a visual. You guys have your fire going. So you guys have done all of that. Somebody had asked about like hunting, or was
Yeah.
that just an objective that you mentioned, or are you actually trying to do that right now?
Probably not like that. But
Okay. All right. Anything else you guys want to do as you are setting up your camp for the evening or for the day, or however long it might be?
just whatever check I have to make for chatting with.
Yeah, because if we're gonna be camping out for quite a while, I'd like to take the time. Because I need
do what?
Thorns
I'm
back
sorry.
operational.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. All right, so let me try and make sure I actually understand this. This is the only issue that I have found with having you guys do, like, these, like, super fancy things, is that y'all understand what you're doing way more than I do. But then I have to make checks for it, so I'm just like, yes! It probably works like this.
Maybe.
Sure. So I apologize for any lack of finesse in my setup. Alright, so you're trying to create a chamber that can reach high pressure to replicate. Okay, my understanding was that Petrosite was like super, super, super high pressure, but maybe
So
I'm not
basically,
getting it right.
what I'm hoping for is to be able to use like an explosive reaction, maybe charged by one of my fire crystals, to drive a plunger effectively, so that can create the pressure I'm looking for. Because the rod needs to be about like 30 inches long. But it can be however big around, because once it's been created, I can chisel it down.
Into rod of petricite?
Yes. So petricite, remember I described how that's crafted?
Right. I thought that was what your ammo was made of.
No, my ammo is a Texine crystal.
Right. Oh, okay. So the
Petricite
dust
is wood that I have forcibly petrified through high pressure.
Okay, and that's what the mechanisms of the gun are made of, or what the gun
That's
itself
what the
is made of?
concentration rods are made of. The
Okay,
rods on
okay.
the end of the that act as a barrel to
Gotcha.
concentrate the energy.
Okay. So I'm being extremely dense, but you're trying to take what, like a lump of petricite and form it into the rod?
Well, so like I have wood, specifically like spare materials, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember which type of wood I had said I used, but I'm pretty sure I have some extras, because it's the same type of wood that I used for crafting the stock.
Mm-hmm.
But I just basically I need to subject it to high enough pressure to be able to replicate or to recreate the rod, because one of them broke when I tried firing thorns.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's non-operational right now, and it needs to be not that way.
All right. So I would say definitely make a knowledge engineering check to see if you can come up with a process of this. I'm guessing that you, as Ethan Sawyer, have a process for this that you have in mind. I just want to know. I want you to roll and see how much of what you know your character knows.
This would also be knowledge engineering, since he was asking Ben about it as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it. Like engineering is the thing that makes the most sense for it.
Ooh,
Who's
that's a
rolling
hard
for
no.
Who's rolling for this though?
Well, I had asked Ven, because she's a tinkerer, to see if she could figure out like a containment chamber. I also wanted to see if I could figure out like a chemical process that could catalyze the reaction or create some sort of pressure.
Well, I'm
The
gonna have
answer for
both
does she know it is a hard no.
Nat one.
Nat 3.
Eesh. Yeah, no.
I'm getting
you're
the
not gonna-
blowback from rolling well while DMing.
I'm
Told you
sorry,
it was gonna happen.
Whoa! What happened while you were
She
doing this?
rolled really well while DMing on Wednesday.
That's a joke, right?
No, it's not. Something in the universe went upside down and it needs to be fixed.
Apparently, it needs to be fixed now. So
Gabrielle, throw all the hard monsters at us. Don't you?
No!
TPK everyone. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have you guys both roll because I feel like Ethan or Fen, because you have some engineering experience and you've worked on this stuff, you should have a pretty good working knowledge of how physics works.
Yeah, so I got an 11.
Killing me,
Apparently
small.
the desert is frying our brains.
I have not been rolling well for weeks.
I'm very
Yeah, you
confused.
were not rolling terribly well on Wednesday.
All right. I'm guessing this stuff like existed before
Yes.
you like started working on it specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm trying to think.
Petricite is Thenmir's own creation.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna give you advantage because there's no reason why you shouldn't know how to do this already.
I don't
Ooh,
suppose I can make it
16.
for a check to see if I could figure out anything to help him.
Hold that thought, Ben. 16. Okay. Can you give me a 30-second rundown so I can decide how much of this you know? You can figure
30-second rundown of what?
out of how this would technically, like, how much PSI you're going to need, what kind of containment you would need, and how you could do it in the field.
So generally, when you're trying to, so like similar to turning carbon into cubic zirconium or diamond, it would be encased in a compressible material, and then that material is inside of a pressure chamber that squeezes down on it. And so the compressible material that it's encased in changes shape to changes size to meet the condensing size of the chamber, without like crushing what's being compressed. And then what's being compressed, that pressure just builds up on that and would in this case petrify the wood. So what I was looking to do is have some sort of chamber that I could encase the wood in sand, and then have a plunger on one end that is applying the force. However, that the head of that plunger needs to have like a secondary chamber that's capable of containing the explosion of setting off one of my fire crystals. Because that would be what's driving the plunger, kind of like the piston of an internal combustion engine.
Okay, that makes yeah. I was going to ask like what's creating that insane amount of force. My immediate thought is that seems extremely unlikely that you would have all the material, like the double chamber kind of thing, in order to set that up. That's like I feel like you've thought it out really well, and I really like again. This is like exactly what I'm going for with your type of role play. Like you guys have really thought this out, and I appreciate that a ton. Because you have the sand, you have the fire, and everything else. It's the cylinders. Like
Could you make use of anything else that we have, Ethan? Is there anything that maybe I have that could help you out? I mean, I have a flask and your sword.
Well, because that's the other thing is that the materials that you have, I don't think are not built to withstand the blast of a Texine crystal. I think
Camel.
based on I think that's why
I think you need worked metal probably.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking you would have to contain that in something like an oxygen tank.
Do we have any armor, like metal armor that nobody's using?
Let me check the loot list.
Or is there any magic anybody has that can do this?
Ooh,
Not me.
Felix.
Like, does anyone have a thunder wave spell?
Thunder wave? No.
Azalea, what have you got for spells?
Anything to like contain an explosion.
Because like right now, I have to be within 20 feet of anything I'm fighting, and that's not really working well. So I really need to get this up and going. The other question is, does anybody have mending or something that they could potentially use to repair the broken rod?
I have mending.
We do not have any leftover metal-based armors in the group loot.
Okay.
Ethan, did you hear Noah say Noah has mending?
Probably use that a few times to work.
Okay. So the main concern that I have is the reason why I stated, and I'm being honest here, I don't want to be, but I'm going to be honest here. The reason why I specified Petricite worked as the barrel is because it didn't absorb magic, but rather redirected it.
Like a mirror.
So the Texine crystals output magical energy that is then redirected by these rods, but would that necessarily be like would that restrict them from being able to be mended by a mending spell, or would it just be like particularly violent or catalytic energies that it redirects? Because like it's able to redirect pure fire or pure electricity, but can it redirect like a mending spell?
Okay, so I know
I adore this. Magical science is the best thing ever. I'm literally just gonna make it. I think I want Andrew to say what he was gonna say, but I'm pretty sure I know how I'm gonna handle this because I have no freaking clue.
No, I was gonna say I know how this works in my fantasy world for my graduate school project, but I don't know how it works in Pathfinder magic mechanics. Pathfinder magical mechanics is very nuts and boltsy sciencey.
I'm gonna say
you
would not know because it's not something that you've had to do. You as Sven, and I'm gonna say probably nobody else does. So it's going to be a percentile roll. And I'm going to have you roll it, just to be, unless you want me to roll it, which I'll be honest with you either way. Obviously, but
I can offer to roll for you too if you want. You know my percentiles tend to roll well.
I already rolled it.
okay, hold that thought because I still had to like pick a number.
I'm going to,
still
finding
thinking
out
through it.
now that Felix has mending. I did not realize this. I'm going
Don't roll
to
yet.
detach the rod and give it to Felix and see what happens.
Okay, I don't want you
Magic
to roll yet
Chernobyl gun.
because
Magic Chernobyl gun.
hang on. You can chant in a second. Don't
Sorry.
roll yet. Drop whatever roll you had, because I need to like think about this and decide what I want my DC to be.
You're dropping the roll. What was it?
31.
Ew, that's no man's land.
No, yeah.
Okay. Just eat me.
Man, we're making this more difficult than it needs to be. I literally just messaged
I
Tasha
love
because I need to figure out a process of recreating my gun.
Also, side note, would we know about Pivnert?
Oh, I have
Or
no
is
idea.
this too early for Pivnert?
I have no idea what that is.
The PV
Pivnert.
equals NRT.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Pivnert.
Yes.
You're saying like Piv? I thought you were putting an F.
Oh, Pivnert.
I don't see why not. Well, actually, I don't know. Who discovered Pivnert and when?
I'll look it up.
I feel
gas
like-
equations.
I feel like because Samir does enough work, he probably would know about it.
I was literally like the consulting chemist on a research team, but
Yeah, like I don't see how
Yes.
you could not.
Yeah.
Maybe not in like those specific terms. But you would
1834
Oh, that's not.
Or, like,
That's not.
definitely for
by
a couple centuries,
Benoit
really.
Paul Emile. I'm gonna butcher this last name.
that dude.
Clapeyron.
His last name was just Pivnert. Just accept
Pip
it.
nerd.
Emil Pivnert.
Pivnert is bad. You should hear some of the ones we get in quantum physics. I've definitely turned at least one equation abbreviation into
Alright.
a character name.
All right, so I'm gonna say, all right, Ethan, make your roll. I figured it out.
Okay, 6.
No, you have to. What?
I rolled a percentile and I got a 6. Rolling low is usually good on percentiles, but I feel like it's not now.
That's not like I just didn't come to like any of that. Like you gotta sit. Okay.
My
Once again, I'm
tens is a
confused.
double O and my singles is a 6.
How
so
many
I
f-
got a 6.
How many fingers does he lose?
Okay. Now
Six.
I've got like.
I'm down to 3 fingers on this hand and my thumb on this hand.
I pictured the black powder merchant.
Yes.
Okay.
For my
Well, this is
mistakes.
perhaps. Yeah. So, whoever casted the mendings. Why am I like? Wait, shoot.
Because it's
Yes. No. Okay. So, sorry, I'm thinking about this completely backward. All right. The spell succeeds.
Yay!
However, it does not. I'm gonna say because this is something very specific, and it's not necessarily going to fix it immediately. You're gonna have to do it a couple of times in order to
Hey.
do it.
We've got a few days, so
Hopefully.
All right. So, yes.
you
I don't
guys,
know.
I might
Well, I
be
guess-
getting back into long range combat like I'm supposed to be soon.
Pew pew.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
telling me
All
you're
right.
leaving me as the only quote-unquote tank.
Hey, you still have Francis the Squishy to help you.
Hey man, I don't survive well on pistol whip alone.
Yes, we the squishy party.
We the Squishy.
Maybe that's our new party name, the Squishies.
Stop throwing the Sharpies.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
Me
this
too.
actually helps because that means that there's a
Clover and the Squishies.
spell failure chance. Spell failure chances are usually in percentage, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. I did a thing. I homebrewed a thing in 10 seconds. I am happy with myself. All right. So you thank. I hope you thank, because you should thank him. You thank your buddy Felix. Felix, you done did a good thing.
Hey, thanks, Felix.
In future, probably Felix should be the one that rolls since he's the one doing the magic, but it really doesn't matter at this point. But all right, so you are able to do that. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, just if it wasn't clear, then from your thinking and your collaboration with Ven, you decide that it would be possible to do it, but not with the materials that you have. You would need to have a cylinder, like pretty thick, in order to try and contain that kind of an explosion.
Okay. Well, I will work on manufacturing that when next we are in a town. But for now, casting mending on my existing rod will have to be good enough.
So basically, what we can say is we have 2 camps right now, and in one camp, like Azalea and I are like decorating and organizing and making things all lovely. The other camp, they're running a small scale desert smelting operation.
I mean, you guys might come back into the desert and, just keep finding like glass shards everywhere from your contained explosions cushioned by sand.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's
Man, I would
a
definitely
point.
keep that glass and see what I could do with it.
Area
Most of it would be
53.
regular glass. It would just be some molten glass.
Yeah, but let's be honest, shards of glass are always a handy thing to have lying around.
Just like stab your friends with them.
You can make it a super low tech set of caltrops.
Weaponized
Those are the ones
fulgurites.
that you like trip on, right?
Caltrops. They're the
Caltrops
ones.
are like D4s.
They're D4s except they're spikes.
Okay. Yeah,
And you like wedge them under stuff.
Things that I learned from Mission Impossible. You can also scatter them around and use them as a warning thing, because you can't step on glass without being heard, and you can't really move it without being heard.
Die hard. Die hard.
That was not Die Hard.
Die
Oh,
hard on
yeah.
die hard.
Yeah,
Wait, was that a pun, or is it actually used in Die
Wait,
Hard?
what was that, Noah?
I was going to say, after Felix is done helping fix things, he's going to go over to Clover and say, "You said you were bored," and get out his marbles and invite her to play marbles with him.
She will. I think. Would she accept?
Who?
Clover. Would Clover accept?
That's kind of your choice.
Clover would
I realized
accept.
I was playing for Clover for a second.
Clover would accept.
Okay. Alright, so y'all are just kind of hanging out inside your tents, trying not to sweat to death. Anything else that you guys would like to accomplish in, like, the first chunk of
Anybody else
afternoon?
need anything, like, small built? Something on the scale of, like, Azalea's roller skates?
Sand shoes?
Are you thinking of, like, snowshoes, basically?
It was mostly a joke, because we've got the camel.
This is true.
Very
You guys
true.
just leveled up to level 3, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Camel is best Sandshoe.
But yeah, if we're ever traveling anywhere snowy, snowshoes would be useful.
If we ever get to a place where snow is a question, I will make snowshoes.
Why is Druid
Oh, so deprived.
A toboggan. A team toboggan.
Yes.
To be pulled by your
Wait.
camel.
And now I have sleigh rides stuck in my head.
Can someone do me a favor and just
Yeah.
look up Druid on D25th Third? Because, like, I just googled it and literally nothing is coming up except for the spell list and, like, Druid spell deck. And, like, I can't find, like, the class. Oh, never mind. There it is. It's
Yep.
changed.
Thereby.
The page name changed for some reason. That's weird. I just take a second.
Someone
to
give
look
me
this
a
up.
lemon chum jam.
Say again?
Nothing, I'm quoting a stupid thing.
What stupid
Ooh,
thing?
I leave no trail now. That's cool.
Leave no trace.
I never leave a
Take
trail.
only pictures, leave only footprints.
So what you're saying is, if we ever try to follow you someplace, we will all get outrageously lost.
Apparently.
By tracking her at least.
This is true.
Amari probably will not notice.
Leave-
Amari is oblivious like that.
Okie doke,
Isn't that like
kids.
an active ability though?
No, that's just like a thing that she has. Is just trackless step. Now she cannot be tracked.
Huh. Neat.
Apparently.
Huh. Neat.
Neat.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, I can leave a trail if I want,
Huh.
but I don't.
Huh.
So the thing is you can only make a mess when you're concentrating on it, just like jumping up and down in place.
Alright, anything? I keep asking that, and you guys keep saying no.
Yep, good.
Sorry, I'm trying to like the last minute pick a second level spell. Sorry. My usuals have expired at this point.
I guess I'll just stay up on watch. You know, while
So,
things
okay.
are happening. That tries to sneak up on us.
Sorry, could you say that one more time?
I will
internet
try and
is-
keep watch while we're all sort of daytime camp setting. Make sure things aren't sneaking,
Alright,
at least for a while.
Sounds good. Alright. Is anybody like keeping watch or anything, or are you guys kind of?
That's what I just said.
I'm sorry. Your thing is like my audio is like breaking up, and I thought I heard you right, and I did not. All right. How long would you like to keep watch for? Sorry, what?
Sorry. Go ahead, Tasha.
A few hours, I guess. What time is it?
You guys decided to like just camp out like around 1, so I'd say it's been a couple of hours at this point. So it's probably like 3 p.m.
Watch for a few hours, I guess. Write it off to someone later.
I'll take first watch for our camp.
Sounds good.
So I'm on first watch for our camp then.
All right. So I'll say you guys go for like 3 hours.
I will wave at Savannah.
All right. So both
You would have
of
played like giant boulder, parchment, shears!
Yes!
We're across 100 feet.
Yes!
Having a game of nighttime, daytime. You want to play?
Nighttime! Daytime.
Nighttime. Daytime. Nighttime. Daytime. What are you doing,
Out of
mate?
bond from
Having a game
120
of
feet
nighttime,
away.
daytime. You want to play?
I don't remember what happens after that.
Then it switches over to the owls. I shouldn't have had that 12 coffee. I can't even blink anymore, and I can feel my heartbeat in my ears. I don't get it. Karen had the same amount as me, and she went to bed hours ago. I feel you. I had 14 cups of coffee, but I went ahead and tried to do one of those late night quiz thingies. What was the question? Things a woman keeps in her handbag. What was the answer? Spatula. They're just making them up now.
The fact that you have that mostly like memorized is kind of.
I mean, I have the whole thing memorized. I just abridged it. I'm insane.
What's the one like Wolverine? Spider-Man, Wolverine. Or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, I remember that one.
That's baby bears.
Oh, did you know I'm working nights? Sorry, I like that one. Anyway,
Alan!
Alan!
Alan! Alan! Ow!
Alan! Oh, that's not Alan. That's Steve. Steve! Anyway, all right. Both of y'all make a perception check for me.
Yay! Perception.
Ooh, not half bad.
Come on, baby, come on!
23.
I'm hitting him with the big ol' 15 for me.
15. Alrighty. Okay. So you. Cool.
Alright.
As you guys are kind of sitting out there, listening, kind of half listening to the noises of your companions in your respective tents, playing marbles or just chatting with one another or doing whatever you might choose to do. you spot just a slight ripple of movement in the sand, like a thin ribbon moving
Oh, no.
towards you.
Kill it with fire.
You're immediately sure it's not one of the death worms. It's just not large enough. But
Baby sandworm.
what do you say?
It's a baby sandworm.
It said we're
The little hut comes, like, the little mini job of the hut just comes like. It's moving very quickly, right? No, it's not. What? That's really stupid. Ignore that. 1 second. In any case, yes, you see the sand kind of moving in a ribbon towards you, and for a second you catch like the glint of the sun off of what appears to be scales. As you guys are about to, or just as you're about to speak up and say something, 2 large cobras rear up out of the sand and fangs kind of point like at you. And I need y'all to roll initiative. Anybody who's kind of
Hang on, we didn't catch that in time to wake anybody up.
You guys are awake.
I mean,
Everybody in the tents is still awake. We just aren't outside.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is like outside in the sand. What you guys are saying. You guys are welcome to yell if you wish.
Okay, and where are they in relation to our guardmanship?
So there's like 1 coming at each of you. So
Am I on the right map?
you should see 2 tents.
I do.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, I have not. Like I forgot to move all your tokens as usual.
No.
So if I can find myself a snack, that would be great. I knew I forgot to do something. There was something that I'm sorry. I had all of this set up except for this. There's one thing that I meant to be looking for.
No, you're all
But
right.
anyway,
You're all
they're
right.
coming from like here and here, and they're like close to you.
This desert is bad news.
So if y'all don't mind rolling initiative, that would be good.
Oh,
I mean,
fantastic.
at this point, like, if you guys wanted to yell and let everybody know before you rolled, you could. In this
Incoming.
case, everybody's gonna roll, but
Incoming!
you 2 need to be rolling.
Wait, what?
At the very least, you 2 need to roll because you guys are the first ones.
Denny, get your gun.
Get the gun, get your gun, and we'll find out what it does. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Target practice. Or in the immortal words of God, playtime.
Playtime.
How is there not a thing for snakes?
I'll
tell
you.
It's because they're armadillos.
Here we go.
All things are armadillos. Guys, don't let me roll any more initiatives.
Okay, somebody is like, are you guys like using the roller, or is somebody trying to talk to me? Because I'm sorry.
We've been typing them.
Yeah, we
in roll 20 for
thank you. I appreciate
typed
that.
our initiatives. Harley, did you roll initiative for Azalea?
All right, yeah. Anybody
Yeah,
who's jumping in on this needs to.
8.
Can you put it in the thing?
Yep.
Here, I can type it for her if you want. Do you have roll 20 up?
I got it.
Alright.
I got it. Sorry.
Someone already did.
Not
Beautiful,
bad.
Thank you guys.
We're
Alright,
just missing
Amari and Isab.
Sab.
and Isab.
Yes,
That's a honkin' big snack.
it is a honkin' big snack.
Where's a honkin'
Oh, dear
big?
Lord.
Oh, that's a honkin' big snack.
It's
Is
That's
the other
more than a
big
honking
snack
big
same
snack. That's a chunker.
Yes, it is.
Chunky snack.
it's a heckin' chunky
That is a
snack.
chunky snack.
That snack is chunkier than my cat.
It is a nope rope. Have you guys seen
That's
that?
not a nope rope anymore. That's like a nope cable.
No. It's a jumbo danger noodle.
That's a nope rope, but it's the rope that you like climb in gym class,
Yeah.
Exactly.
not the rope
Yeah.
that you do anything else with.
That was not great.
Tie people up with, lasso things with.
When you're working as a zipline guide.
Lasso somebody with the gym rope.
So, partway through the night, have we had a chance to like rejuvenate our spells and things since the last night?
Okay, no. So you guys, So you guys slept through until about 1 p.m. and it is now about 3 p.m. and you guys are now being attacked. So you guys are coming off of a long rest. You guys are just like not moving.
What did
just-
Isab roll, Gabrielle?
Okay.
I am trying to find her
Sure.
initiative bonus. She rolled a 9. It wasn't great.
Okay, so
I want you
I'm a
guys to
little
know that
concerned about the other camp.
I want you guys to know that I rolled a natural 19 on my initiative, and that is the only good roll I'm going to have all night.
Nice.
Good to know.
Well, not the. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
All right.
all right, that's our order.
Azalea Clover, I didn't think that they would be ones to hyphenate. What?
See, it's not you that Clover's into.
I just
Ah!
really look at the camera with a really uncomfortable facial expression.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm just not gonna ask. All right.
Who knew the smitten was
I
going
zoned
that
back
way?
in at a really weird comment.
They
Which
have
is, in all seriousness, that is my useless superpower. Coming into conversations at the worst possible second.
I've seen it in action.
My
It's really
useless
impressive.
superpower is being able to ask if people need help just as they've finished the task I'm offering to help with. I do it all the
Good.
time.
All right, so I have the order up for people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's all got a 9. Azalea and Clover is it?
And Francis face planted while trying to draw his swords.
Well, we tried. All
Let
right.
this be the hour when we draw swords together.
Francis says, plop.
Alrighty, buddies. All right. This brings us to top of the round.
Are we in places on the map?
We are not. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do that before we jump into this, Gabrielle. So
Which one of these freaks is me?
Amari's in here
I
somewhere.
think you're the white-haired one with sort of a green burst.
Yes, that is.
This
Amir.
one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's you.
I just moved.
Hey.
Amir is stepping in the tent, so he's going to stand on top of the tent because that's just how that works.
Bonds.
I am standing on top of the tent poles practicing my balance.
Hey.
Like I'm out of a
And
circus.
Francis
Wrong campaign.
is
No, wrong campaign. Yeah. You're lucky they haven't
Mhm.
asked you what circus role you're gonna have yet.
Well, I think we've already figured that out, though. I'm going to be the monster tamer.
Accountant.
I have a slight problem.
You guys are all kind of just like clomped in there.
Kate
'cause-
rejoins next week. We'll see. I'm not
Who?
betting on it.
Okay.
Clomp.
All right. So I've kind of put you guys all like just standing on top of the tents because the tents are part of the background.
Clover is Clover the green person or the pink person?
Clover is
Azalea's pink, right?
Yes, you're right. Azalea's pink.
Clover
Clover-
is the blonde,
Yeah, okay. And
and Isab is the brunette right there.
okay, cool. And other tent is you then.
Yes, that's me.
Amari. Okay, cool.
Okay, I just rolled a natural 18, 20, and then 19. So I just wasted all my good luck.
Why did you do that? I don't
Or
understand.
you're on a roll.
Why? Why
Or
would
you're
you
on a
do
roll.
Natural 17. It's counting down. There's the
that?
4.
Dude, stop!
17.
It's your turn anyway. Is
Fine.
you and Snack number 1 are going together.
Which one is Snack one?
Dang. Okay.
We're going left to right, so Snack 1 is the one in the big camp.
Oh well, fantastic.
Okay, so I'm going to take a step out of the tent. So
Okay.
probably just going to be standing right in the opening right there.
All right, so there should be a little 1 under Snack 1 right now. All right, so sorry, ping where you want to be again. I'm sorry.
I am still pinging it.
I don't want to
Nope.
work. I just want to
Alright.
ping
There we
on the
go.
snick out there.
And I'm going to take a shot at this mother tucker.
And the mud tucker.
Yep, the
Please
mother trucker.
roll your attack a roll.
A roll?
That is a 24 to hit.
Hoot hoot!
Roll
That's what I will say.
damage.
Alright, here we go. I'm trying to zoom out
That
and give
is 10 fire damage.
Ooh, nice.
spicy.
And I'll spin the crystal.
Oh
Beautiful.
crap, I'm realizing there's like no one on this side of the tent who's gonna get into melee with it so I can sneak attack.
Nice.
You spin
Oh,
dear.
right
I need to
round, baby, right
Sorry, hang on.
round.
All right, so you said 10.
That is correct.
All right. So you aim quickly and you fire in a blast, and it slams into the snake with a blast of white hot flame, and it kind of just like hisses at you, and like the hood kind of flares out, and
Don't
as it
hiss
kind of
at me,
recovers
Missy.
from it- What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said, don't get hissy, Missy.
First of all, Snack 1 is a man, so you've just
We're
offended
fighting
him.
Snack
That's Snack
2.
2.
Oh, right. Well, Snack 2 is also a man, so listen, this is the boys' club of Cobras.
Well,
They're
maybe he
kings.
wants to identify as a Missy. This
Yeah,
is
who says
2020
this
Gabriel.
Who says this isn't a transgender cobra?
Me, because I'm his creator.
You get transgender cobras?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is that anything on the quotes list, by the way?
Yes!
working on it.
I'll leave it to you then.
I love how, like, all of our beasts and monsters always have, like, a gender crisis somewhere, like, halfway through the combat, you know, just like, did they ever know?
It didn't even get to be halfway through the combat.
I know, y'all just moving it up earlier and earlier.
The next time you're gonna say everyone roll initiative and we not even know what it is, and we'll be like, do you have a thing against insert gender here?
The ant comes from, well, how do you know that it wants to be a the? It wants to be a ant.
An ant.
Alright, I love
Oh.
you guys are hilarious. Alright,
Okey-doke.
so,
Where are we at?
there's 10 points of damage to it. Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn?
There's nothing else I can do.
Alright, then that's going to end your turn. At the same time, Snack 1, who has graciously told me that it is a male, is boy Snack. He is very proud of being a boy Snack.
I'm a boy snack.
Tat.
Toxic masculinity!
Literally!
Sorry, I'm being a pain.
Actually, literally, I appreciate that. This is why we can't get anything done.
Sorry.
No, I love it. Like, this is my favorite kind of sidetracking. You know, I'm not a certain person, okay?
Ooh. Oof.
Alright, so, Monsieur, Francis.
Oui.
That is going to be a... It's going to try and bite you, so that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Wow, it misses me. No, it hit.
Yay! Okay.
Sparkles.
That will be that'll be 10 points of damage.
Holy monkey! How much damage? Is it plus 7?
10. Let me make sure I'm reading this. Yeah, 3 plus 7 is 10. Plus poisson.
You guys, we survived a sandworm and we're gonna die to a overgrown attitude.
The attitude is what matters.
I'm
It's full weird, cold-blooded things with attitude.
I'm turning into the little brother from Ghost Stories. Alright,
But seriously though, are there no giant mammals? Is it all giant arachnids and reptiles?
okay.
And invertebrates?
Gabrielle, see...
Attacked by a band of lions next. I am fully game for that.
A band of lions? Bat lion band.
I really do want to know though, like, what these things are eating, because all of these things seem to be giant carnivorous monsters.
Each
And
other,
we've
obviously.
encountered literally no prey animals.
They have literally
You got a point.
Good point, Ian.
We also haven't seen anything dead that looks like it's mostly eaten.
That's true. Magic sustenance.
What this sounds like to me is that we're running into some kind of defenses.
Of the pyramid.
Monsters don't randomly run into people in places where there's nothing for them to eat unless someone's sending them at us.
That's a good point. Also, our DM is dying.
Like, if we are actually tracking down some mystical secret place that wants to remain secret, it's entirely possible that it's not coincidence that every single day we're running into giant monsters.
I like how this
Can't do a
man
very
thinks.
good job of almost killing us.
All right, guys, we're gonna take
What's
a
my
pause,
yeah?
and you guys can stare down the angry snake while I finish choking on my Belvita with my empty water bottle. And I'm gonna get some water so that I will
We want
stop dying.
to do a take two of waiting for of having people submit a page and a number and reading off what random quote it happens to be.
Sure. Also, I do want to know what Noah was saying because I was coughing too loud to hear.
It made a
So,
lot
if
of
you don't mind
sense.
What?
It made a lot of sense. What Noah was
Okay,
saying.
please send it to me at some point.
Okay,
Alright, I'll be back. Sorry.
sure. Guys, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Please, so do I.
This is a good opportunity. Ethan, here are the quotes, man.
Okay. I don't have the chat up, but by the time you guys get your submissions in, I will. So if anybody
And
is
we
watching and
have
wants to submit a
9
random
pages.
page, 1 to 9, and just choose a number between 1 and 16. Okay, so I'm going to start by choosing a random page and going with Harley saying, "I would like to breathe." That was a
I
fun
tend to
one.
like to do that.
All right, I roll random dice. Page 3, number 14. Let's see. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. 14 is good lord.
I rolled real quick and got, "Guys, we need a crab anatomy lesson" by Andrew.
Any submissions
Tasha,
yet?
you are page 7, quote number 12.
Is this a submission?
Yes,
One,
from our
two,
lovely Kira.
7. Give me a second. All right, page 7, number 12. Because of course Santa drops through the ceiling to murder people with machine guns.
What?
Oh no! Oh no! The one that Kira submitted for me to read. No. Okay. Because playing against yourself is hard, Gabrielle. Be better than playing with yourself. Me.
Which one was
Tasha, you
that?
are page 6, quote 5.
Page 6, quote 5. Yes, sir. No offense to you, but you're kind of stupid.
Who is that?
Yes.
Who said that?
Leona to Vilcus. In the one shot, I think.
Oof.
Yes.
I don't remember saying that. That's rough. I'm sorry, Vilcus.
I
Alright.
literally just rolled 6-5 as well. So, 513. Let's see. What is 513? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once again, these are the people Clover is trying to write songs about. Tasha.
Got another one for me?
That's all of the submissions so far.
All
I'll
right.
roll you one.
Going back to dice.
What is it? A D6?
310.
310. We'll look at 310. It could be that he's so ugly, the gods are like, we gotta give him a break somehow.
I just rolled Fat Cat Butt is Best Cat Butt by Tasha.
It is true.
Side note, so, at my parents' place here, we have relatively small cat doors so the cats can get through into, like, you know, where the litter is. That said, they are notably smaller than Lewis's, so anytime Lewis is trying to go through a cat door, he's, like, oozing in and out of it. It's really funny watching him try to, like, squish himself down to fit.
I was gonna ask, like, is Lewis too big to fit through the cat
He
door?
fits, but he has to, like, squash himself flat and then, like, ooze part of himself in, and you see like his back legs sticking awkwardly out while he tries to get the rest of him in.
I will pay you for a video of that just so I can like die laughing.
Kira, you chose a throwback here.
Ooh, which
We're
one?
the only settlement within 15 miles. Is that Gabrielle miles or real miles?
Alright.
Tasha, you are 13?
Say again?
You are 113, and then I am 4-5, and that is our last.
Alright. Crap, you're making me count. Give me a second. The only time a cow should be a sphere is when it's a meatball on my spaghetti, and I need to go remove Patrick from Lewis's food because he's diabetic and it's not good for him.
Okay, and our last one that Kira chose for us is, so basically you were just pinned to the ground by the weight of your junk, Gabrielle. Are you speaking about me or Thenmir? Me. And then that's the fourth horseman of bad love. Racist love, sexist love, disablest love, and trashy love. True.
I love it.
Alright,
Alright.
the last thing you told me to do was to roll against poison, but since this is not AD&D, that means fort, right? Fort save?
Yes, I was
Okay.
in the midst of trying to tell you
It's okay, thank you.
before I choked on my own food.
What was the last quote?
Hey, 17.
Wait, what happened?
I will send it to you.
So yes, Francis just rolled a fort save against its poison. You just make it. You feel all of your muscles like tense up, just like almost like acidic burning within your veins, and you're just kind of and then kind of just muscle through it. You do the old spit trick because you know your mother probably taught you that, and you don't know any better. You know, just gonna have to try harder than that to kill Francis, whatever my last name is, as my mother always said, something. I expect. So, what does your mother have to say to?
I'm gonna go, ow. I successfully escaped toxic masculinity. I'm go. Didn't your mother always tell you not to bite? That doesn't make any sense.
Just like flares its hood at you in disdain.
I'm gonna go right back at it. Okay, by the way, guys, I have 5 hit points left, so if anybody wants to do anything about it, if anybody wants to help me not die, that'd be fabulous.
The healer's in the other camp.
It's been a nice life, folks. It's been a nice life. I'm alright.
That ain't good.
Wait, no, the healers aren't in. Amari
Yeah.
Amari has healing spells, so.
I'm alright. I will be fine. I will be fine.
Yeah, because how many people can cast healing?
2.
Oh,
Is it
Amara
just
has a healing.
Azalea. Oh, I thought Azalea did.
Clover
All
might
right,
have a healing.
Alright, so it's Felix and Amari, so you guys have 1 healer per camp.
Clover has.
Alright, so that's gonna end.
Felix?
Nothing.
Never mind. I thought I heard something about Felix.
This is my
You
this is
can
my
heal,
good
right?
die. This is my good
Yeah,
die. This is what I
Felix
need to
can
keep out. This is what I need to
Alright.
keep out.
So that is going to end the snack's turn, bringing us to snack number 2.
Wow,
Ooh,
they rolled well.
Damn,
Yeah.
over an 18 both.
Sneaky snack.
But then
That's
Amari rolled a. Never mind.
Amari did not roll well. Actually, where is Amari on this list?
I missed one.
That's fine. I know where she is. 2 out of 10. She didn't do great.
Okay, so let me just reassemble that.
Yeah, I did 3 different die, and I needed to not use the other one. Alright, so that is going to bring us to snack number 2, this guy, who has now been hit by things, and he is not happy. So he is going to dart forward and attack this son of a gun. Fen.
Ouch.
Which should... No, you're not already in combat with it. Never mind. I was going to say that it would give you an attack opportunity, right? But you have...
Has Ven gone yet? No, Ven, you haven't
No,
gone
No,
yet.
Ben has not gone.
Otherwise I would give you. But it's alright. So, that is going to go to you. Where does this stupid thing keep going? There it is. Alright. It's going to try. How does it not have a grapple thing? That makes no sense. Whatever. Oh, because it's a cobra. It's not a viper. It's not a thingy. Oh, that's not good. That will be a 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
Nice.
Ouch.
So it slinks forward and sorry, words. It slinks forward and its head shoots forward to try and bite at you, but you manage to just wrench your arm out of the way, and it kind of recoils back, just hissing and spitting, and you watch some of its venom just dripping from its fangs as it just flares itself up angrily in front of you.
There we go. That should be it.
It is going to actually back away again because it does not want to be close to you because you
Does the
Then it gets attack opportunity from both of us.
Why would it get one from you?
I'm
Because it's leaving
technically
her
in its
threatened
melee
range.
range.
Ah. Snack doesn't know that. Snack doesn't know any of these things. So Snack is going to move back. You may take your attack opportunity now.
Well, since it has to be a melee, I'm gonna you do a pistol whip.
That's a crit for me. I assume, since it is not a natural 20, it's an 18 with the thing, that a 24 will hit the thing.
Absolutely
Confirm that crit?
not. No, you're good.
Okay, so that's a crit. Whee.
I rolled a 9 to hit with my pistol whip, so
That will miss. You try and so Sedmir, as it's moving past, you try and you kind of flip, and it looks really cool. You flip your gun around, and you try and do the thing, but you just miss it. As it kind of sinuously moves its neck out of the way.
do the Wild West twirl right back into the holster, you know?
Just and then you flip it again right back in. And you're up and set to go. Then what'd you get?
Max damage.
Oh
for
no.
So that's 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. All right, what are you hitting with? Actually,
My rapier.
Ah, nicely done. Nicely done.
So that's 26 points of damage it's taken so far.
How's it looking?
15?
16.
16. Okay.
But I rolled 10, so that's 26 points of damage it's taken so far.
Yes, that is correct.
How's it looking?
It's looking pretty nasty. It's got you've got some really good hits in it. It's charred on the one side, and you just gashed it nastily down the front with your rapier, and it's now bleeding this dark purplish blood across the sand. It's all splattered up your sword, up your rapier. But it's holding itself very it's kind of slanted, but it's doing its best, kind of thrashing around. It can't come up as high, but it is still alive and very angry. All right, that will end its turn, bringing us to Fen. So
Wonderful. I'll go and stab it again.
Stab it!
go for it.
Use in 18.
18
Heat.
will just hit.
Okay.
Close full damage.
That's 8 more points of damage.
Oh, look, Noah.
And let's see, I only had to take 1 step forward. So I'm going to bonus action disengage and move out of its range.
Right, tell me where you want to go.
Alright, let's see. That would have taken me to here to go there, so
You're there.
I was actually planning on moving there to attack it originally. And then disengage to 1. Say here.
That is a lot of disengaging.
She has a lot of
You turn
movement.
and you bolt. But you run up to it and you kind of hit it almost in the exact same spot, kind of slashing across it. And it kind of does this weird hissing kind of hiss of pain as it kind of folds over almost onto the wound. It is now forced into the ground, just bleeding and thrashing and twitching back and forth. And you run back away from it. A good, looks like something like 20 feet. Any bonus action on your turn?
My bonus action was disengage.
Oh, it's a bonus. Okay, sounds good. All right, that will end Ven's turn. Where did my list go? Bring us to Felix. Great, this fell pretty nicely.
All right.
I'm just gonna have this done, one and done. All right, so Felix, you're right here. Why?
Right. No one's been hurt much so far, right?
Not on our side, at least.
Felix is gonna try his hand at actually doing something combat related instead of just helping others.
What?
He is going to attempt to hit the snake with a ranged touch attack blast of superheated air.
So
Alright.
a ranged fart.
What?
A ranged very hot fart.
No. No. Unfortunately, Felix got a 6 to hit. So, as usual, there's a reason why he doesn't participate in combat.
So can we say that his attack was just hot air?
Boo.
I mean, it
Don't you feel good
was
about yourself?
anyway, but okay.
Boo.
Rip.
Boo.
Hey, listen, at least I didn't do that face for like 20 seconds.
And you should feel bad.
Alright. So Felix, you run forward and you kind of cast your spell, and unfortunately you just managed to miss it. But that you still should have your bonus action and your movement.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with those. I'm just going to stand there, very disappointed in myself.
Don't give up, cause you might get next time. Alright, gonna end and bring us to Amari.
Whoa.
Amari, as usual, needs to like come up with something to do because Amari barely does his spells.
Do something.
Shoot, Wesley, shoot. Anyway, she is going to do fire belly. I want to say she has fire belly nearby. Hang on 1 second. Wow, nice, Andrew.
I know. You know, I'm just gonna let this happen. Just keep it on, keep it on.
Oh wait, she's not actually gonna do that because no, she's not. Alright, so she's gonna move forward. And she's gonna cast fire belly, and that does 100 damage. Sorry,
Blork.
that's lame. That's gonna do 1 point of damage. So I'm not even gonna have him roll because it'll have to 1 anyway. So she blasts this very impressive cone of flame that just manages to like barely scorch the snake in front of you. It now flares out its hood and like has its attention now drawn to both of you. That's gonna end her turn, except that our lovely Stuko is going to come out.
Stuko.
Over to cat. Okay. Waiting for it. That is not going to do anything, I guarantee.
Meow.
Yeah, no, that's not going to do anything at all.
Where's our armadillo cat buddy?
Yeah, no, that was like a 7 to hit. So Stuko runs past and like tries to hit it with a claw, but yeah, rolls 2 7s in a row and misses twice, and then kind of loops back around. So that ends their turn, bringing us to Isab.
Boo.
Prickle. So Isab is going to run forward, and she will attack it with. Actually, no, she won't run forward. She will attack it with her short bow because she has that.
Thanks, Isab.
It's about time she actually did something. That was actually really good. She gets a 21 to hit. That will hit.
She doesn't accidentally shoot me.
Her roll was terrible. Composite short bow, so that's 3 points of damage. Oh, great. Alright. She has 3 points of damage on Snick. That is going to end her turn. And bring us to Azalea and Clover going at the same time.
Okay. So, are these snakes like big as in they're just big for snakes, or are they like big as in like another type of creature, big cobra snakes?
Big as in another
they're
creature.
They're large animals, is their designation. Oops.
Meaning that they take up 10 feet by 10 feet.
Yes, it is a 10-foot snake.
It's a big python, basically.
Is this snake?
Okay. I think
Is
I
a
was
big
going with
nope.
like, are they big in the sense of like, this is normal big? Or like, are they big in the sense of like, this is some sort of like other type of, I don't know if I'm making sense in the designations
It's
I'm
not
making.
like it's not like enhanced or anything. Like to you
Okay,
from your
yeah.
research, it's a regular king cobra and it's just
Okay, cool. That's what I was getting at. Cool. What does
Alright.
Azalea know about cobras?
That is a good question. She may make a knowledge nature check.
Okay.
Okay, why is this so big though? Because like the pictures are really teeny.
Wow, I rolled terribly.
Oh, no, that's a short king cobra because king cobras can reach 18 feet.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that. That's
13.
a 13 to hit. That will miss, unfortunately.
I'm not
no,
hitting
no,
anything.
you're
I'm
rolling a
trying to
knowledge
see what
check.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm in like this mode.
You're good.
She's read some about it. Like she doesn't remember. Like you wouldn't necessarily remember anything specific about king cobras other than they are pretty venomous and like they can kill you pretty quickly. You know
Okay,
that
I
they don't-
remember they're dangerous.
Yeah, and like you don't remember anything specific about like how to kill them other than normal killing means. You know, set them on fire, stab them, crush them.
Okay. Do I remember anything about like what senses they would primarily use? As if I was trying to distract them, would I remember if like trying to distract them with a sound or something visual would work better?
This is based on my like inefficient knowledge of snakes. You know that they go by scent. I think it's like a weird like scenty thing that they do. With
Yeah, from my knowledge of snakes, that's what I would know. I just wasn't sure if Azalea would know that.
No, you would know that.
Okay, cool.
You would know,
in
and
which
you would
case,
also know that snakes do not have great eyesight.
or hearing either. I don't think.
I don't think that's pretty crappy.
They smell with their tongue.
Tongue.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they
what
have
they can do it.
fairly good eyesight at night. I think.
Yes, it is not nighttime though.
Nope. Okay. Cool. In which case, were you counting that as my action or?
No, I'll call that your bonus action. So there's a quick think of what I remember. Snakes are bad. Kill snake.
Cool. In which case, I would like to cast Magic Missile.
You may do so. Please little
Thank you.
damage. Yes, indeed. You have 2 now? You have 2, right?
Yeah, I do have 2 now.
Yeet.
Wow.
Never
Total
fucking-
of 5.
That's not bad. 4 and a 1 or something like that. All right, so you. I don't know where you're standing technically. You're kind of just everywhere in here. So you take a step out of the tent. I'm just gonna throw that out there because you were inside the tent before.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna shoot through the tent.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was just assuming that you're in the tent. Anyway, so yeah, you raise your hands, and the familiar 2 orbs of light kind of coalesce into them, and you fling your hands forward, and they. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. They fly forward and smack into the snake, which now kind of convulses and flares up with an almost eerie light that allows you to see for a second, like its weird skeletal insides and everything else. It kind of crumples back, but then like rears forward again, more incensed than ever. Any other movement that you want to do? I think that's all you have left at this point.
Nope.
Alrighty. That will end our lovely Azalea's turn, which means it's still Clover's turn.
Alright, so Clover is going to you. Let me just see if this is the.
Say what now?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Because I want to see if this spell does what I think it does.
Lord bless you and your cat that's too big for the cat door if the cat door chooses to be blessed.
What?
Cat door isn't inanimate. I don't think it can choose anything.
Listen, you know, blessed, but you can have like holy objects.
Oh yes, the holy hand grenade. Antioch.
Holy hand grenade.
1, 2, 5.
3 you shall count to, not 4.
Okay.
5
Oh,
is
no.
right out.
3 is the number to which you shall count. The number of the counting shall be 3.
Okay,
I
1,
shall not count to 4.
All right.
I shall not count to 2 except in passing to 3. I shall not count to 4. 5 is right out.
Alright, so.
I think I got the order wrong, but
2, 5. 3,
Teresa.
3.
3.
Alright, so as I delve through the absurd amount of rules and things, I think I can do a thing. And that thing which I am going to do in the role of the one that is known as Clover. Is Bardic... I just want to find out, is Bardic performance a morale...
Excuse me, sorry.
Blah. It doesn't say whether it's actually a morale boosting effect. It's not a morale effect as far as I can tell. Because if not, she's going to cast Moment of Greatness, but that is not what's showing that she can do. She has to use a standard action to start inspiring. She's going to start inspiring all the people around you. It's going to be the competency bonus. Boom, 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 boom. Snakes in the desert. Boom. Snakes in the desert. Alright, cool. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know.
Cool.
Not my night.
Alright, and what is the bonus for that? +1.
+1 to attack rolls, damage, and saves, I believe. Attack rolls, damage, and saves.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright.
I always get this wrong, though.
And our turn, bringing us to
Francis.
Francis.
My darling Amari, are you in direct combat with the snake?
I'm not in direct combat with Snake. I tried to cast spell at Snake, and I did very poorly.
Well, brilliant. Alright.
I will be in direct contact with Snake next time, because I did bad.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. I realized I can move myself. And I will attempt to attack the snake.
Alright.
I am probably going to die. Alright, so I got my 2 swords out. Boom. Alright, let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. Alright, first one is... That's a 6 to hit. That's not gonna hit. Next one's better. Next one's gonna be a 16 to hit.
A 16 will unfortunately also miss.
I just realized I'm looking at Clover's sheet. I'm sorry. This does change a few things. That second roll is now, instead of what I just said it was. Wait, what did I just say it was?
You said it was a 16.
Right, it's not that. It's a 15 plus 2 minus 2. 15. 15 plus 2 again. No. Sorry. 15.
How are you like adding +2 and then minusing 2 and then?
Because
Two-handed.
I'm two-handed.
All right. Well, that just cancels out. So
Okay.
We'll skip to the next one. Plus, you have bardic inspiration.
19 to hit.
19 will hit. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll damage.
Alright, 19 with my short sword. I'm gonna die. 5! Oh
What's the
wait,
damage?
plus my dex mod. 7.
7 points of damage. All right. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. God.
Gosh,
Okay.
that was terrible. My deepest and darkest apologies.
All right. So you run forward and you whip your swords around and kind of just do like an X motion across it, and you gash into a good amount of its flesh, and it kind of reels back again from you, making that same sort of like shrieking like noise and just hissing and spitting and everything. Yeah, any please. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Make my peace with my god, because I'm about to die.
I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Doing that, you end your turn. Bringing us back to top of the round. It is Fen and Snack 1.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, this is bad.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. Guys, I wasn't kidding. We survived a sandworm and now we're gonna TPK to a bunch of cobras.
For the record, I'm the only person in trouble. We'll be fine.
Well, I'm about to put myself in trouble. I am going to move to there at the end of the arrow.
Sorry. Okay.
I am going to take a shot with the other side of my fire crystal.
Okay. Then your damage.
Rolling a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Huzzah.
So I do 4 points of fire damage.
How would you like to do this?
Hey, Ethan, my man.
Okay, that changes things. It's fire damage. I'll just fire a shot right down its gullet and watch it burn from the inside.
Nice. So Then will stand there and watch it burn while the other one kills her. But no, I'm kidding. So you take aim, and as it's kind of rearing up, kind of just thrashing, and its mouth kind of opens and just like another sort of like shrieking scream, you fire, and that blaze of fire like disappears down its throat and kind of just combusts through its wounds, charring in the insides instantaneously until it is nothing but like just this twitching, blackened little like thin shape of gross.
Thin shape of gross.
At the end. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Well, I've already moved, so I can't reload. So no.
Alright. You now have a dead snake that I forgot to give a name. He will remain unnamed for the rest of his existence because, sucks to be him.
Snake number 2.
That brings us to snake number 1. And the last person to attack it was you, buddy boy. So I don't like you anymore. That is cocked. Actually, that only got a 10, so guessing that's not nice.
Woo!
It lives!
I live.
Yeah, that's true. So it jerks forward and tries to attack you, but like it kind of like like he seems to be pained by one of his wounds, and the shot and like the strike goes awry. So that's gonna end its turn. Bring us to snack number 2, which is dead. So Ven.
Okay. I don't have a ton of options here, so I'm gonna run 30 feet forward. Hang on. If I run 30 feet forward, I will be. I can do mental math here. 50 feet is too far to throw knives.
Okay.
I think we agreed, right?
I
I think we put my range at like 35 or 40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we decided.
All right, then I will go into a full round sprint to get to here.
Okay, can you ping it?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just gonna arrow it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Ping pong.
And
We're now here.
I'm gonna yell insulting things about its mother.
Such as.
Oh no.
Are you trying to vicious mockery it to death?
I'm trying to get it to look at me instead of the slowly bleeding
Lump of Francis.
Francis.
Thank
Oh,
you.
God.
Six, look at me.
It's okay.
Hang on, what were we talking about with ropes earlier?
Nope, rope.
Never. Your mother was a rope and your father was a plowman's belt.
Father's smelled elderberries.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. I fought in your general direction. I thumb my nose at you, sir.
Arthur King. Silly English kniggets.
Alright, that will end Savannah's turn. Bring us to Felix.
English kniggets.
Felix.
Okay. So Snakey's dead. The nope rope in front of me has noped its last.
Yes.
Is passed on.
The nope rope.
I'm far. I can't even see what's going on with the other camp. So.
Whoops.
But you did just see Cervena take off running in that direction.
Yeah.
Was I out of his range?
You're out of his sight range at this point.
Was I before though?
No.
Hang on.
I think so.
60. Yeah, no, I was just in your range. It was at the
Okay.
edge of your vision.
Oh, that's very good.
Laser show.
So we took out the nope rope and now you're heading for the danger noodle.
I'm going to assume that more is going on because she took off running. That may be a bad assumption, but I at least want to know what is going on. So I'm going to move my movement in that direction.
Just for 30 feet, or you're...
Yeah, well, I'm going to move 30 feet, and if I see anything from there, which I still don't, then I'm just going to stay at the 30 feet. I'm not going to go sprinting off into the darkness with absolutely no clue what's in front of me.
What were we talking about last week with you, like, having, like, some sort of, like,
The
accelerating
50-foot movement
power?
spell where you would literally not see things before you ran into them walls.
So it's an ability that allows me to basically plane hop that I can travel at 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, no, I remember we did work that out and we realized that you could literally have no way of seeing where you're going until you were
It would require me to bring someone else with me to steer.
Left!
Yeah, like in the last thing that you guys
Ratatouille style.
Screaming.
Have Azalea on his shoulder steering him by the hair, Ratatouille style.
Just like all you get used to hearing is just like people screaming their lungs.
Yeah, just gonna start calling you Remy.
As you go. You step out, oh, that wasn't so bad. You know. Beautiful. Alright.
I like to think the person you bring along experiences all the G-force of it too. So they're just like wavering back and forth on their feet, like, oh my god.
just
Vomits.
Effective but terrifying. Alright, well that's Felix's turn since he can't really see to do anything else.
Alright.
Full round sprint.
Beautiful. Alright, that brings us to Amari, and Amari is like, alright, screw this. Actually, no, she's not. That's really good.
kill it!
She's going to cast her new second level spell called Whip of Spiders, because that seems cool.
Oh, great, we're adding spiders to this equation now. Fantastic.
Wait for the phase shadow to show up, guys.
Or this
Just
is melee
wait.
type attack. Good gracious, might as well just hit it then. It's really not gonna do anything.
Whip of spiders, man.
Oh, they have. Wait, but they. Oh man.
Iron Man.
A little bit distraction.
Iron
All right,
Man.
yeah, she's going to cast that, and she is going to try and hit it and hope that her master can actually roll properly for once in a while.
Master.
Of course you can. Ugh.
Do I get hit with a just flying chain of spiders?
No, like she completely misses. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know, maybe you do.
Why? Why?
Oh, I can it's standard action. I can turn it into a spider swarm. Yo.
Oh, spider swarm is fun. I had that as an alchemist, where it was vomit swarm.
You had everything as an alchemist.
That's true. I want to play an alchemist again. That was so much fun.
How does that have poison? It's not even like tiny. Oh, I see. Yeah, so that's gonna smash it. The Stuco gets to come out and bite it. Because Stuco does biting things good. Actually, no, he's going to scratch it.
What?
I was deciding whether it was going to bite it or scratch it, but it's going to scratch it. He doesn't actually have a bite attack. Keep forgetting about that. First one misses.
I find that weird for a saber-toothed cat that he doesn't have a bite
I know, it
attack.
doesn't make any sense, but it's not working in the unless I'm just misreading it. Alright, well, that next one is going to hit, so that would be a 20 to hit.
Yep, sorry. Technical difficulties, everybody. We're good. That was me. We each had a brief technical difficulty. We're fine.
Okay.
My sound system went offline for a sec.
No problem. All I would have heard is me running my mouth. So, it does have a bite attack. I don't know where that went. Don't worry about it. Alright, 1d6 plus grab. Ooh. I could grab the snake. I don't want to do that. I'm so done with this. I'm so done with this stupid die. It's another 1. 1 point of damage because I literally keep using my fancy die. It's doing absolutely nothing. Alright, so there's a little teeny bitty scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. It's a itty bitty scratch, and it's now sitting there.
Thanks, Stuco.
Alright. That is going, and Amara's turn, and Amara is just being incredibly useless this turn. So, that's going to bring us to Isab, who is also going to keep trying to shoot it. And she's going to hope that she can actually roll, which she probably can't. Ooh. She actually did. Spider can?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Rust.
What was, like, the first part of that?
Iron Man, Iron Man.
Yeah. Jeez, alright. Bro. That was uncalled for. Alright, that is going to be a 19 to hit from our funny little furry friend.
Funny little furry friend.
So, that'll be... So 1d6. 2. Wow. Wow. I hate everything so much.
So basically what happened is
Damage.
basically what happened is like we had one snake attack the ideal skeleton crew, and then one.
Yeah, we're just like chipping away at this thing because I can't roll life.
We're coming.
That would be helpful.
We can do it on our own.
And bring us to Azalea and Clover.
Cool. I have a question about a spell.
What is your question?
Well, first off, words. Sorry.
You're good.
So, Francis, like, how bad do you look? Like, do you look bad enough that Azalea would noticeably be like, I feel like Francis might need help?
I look like 2/3 of my life force is gone.
So you look pretty bad.
I probably look at Ashen and have some sort of bloody, bleeding wound.
Okay. So my question about a spell. I have the spell Shield, which gives like a +4 AC bonus to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to stand next to Francis, would that be able to cover both of us? How
That requires like a specific feat or like an additional spell, I think, unless it's included in the spell.
In an older edition, you could. In Pathfinder, you need a specific feat for it.
Okay.
In older editions, you could.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure.
It's all right. I just happen to know the rule on that one spell.
No, that's helpful.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Okay, in which case, instead,
Maybe that was just physical shields.
huh?
It's not included in the spell description, so I'm gonna say no. But yeah,
Yeah, no,
there
that's what I
is
think.
a feat that I think Vilcus had at one point, where like your
Gotcha.
shield can like defend other people also.
Cool.
Kind of nice.
I would say
Quick
that I would say that would apply to a magical shield too. It's the same. I mean, shield is like the same concept because there's gaps if you move it like a shield.
If you have the feat, or just
That's just what I'm thinking. Like if you had the spell shield, and you had the feat for it, because basically the spell shield functions basically exactly the same as a shield.
Potentially, and it's gray area. But anyway, Azalea, what were you doing instead?
Cool. Instead, I would like to cast Ear-Piercing Scream, which is a partial fortitude save.
All right, so
It is a... Hold on, what level is this? That'll be a 14 DC, I think?
14. All right, and it's
I think
fortitude.
Yeah.
All right, it rolled a 19 fortitude.
Okay. So fortitude is partial save, so it still takes half of 1d6. And is not dazed.
Nice.
Roll a 6. Roll a 6. It rolled a 5.
Okay.
Close.
So how
Does that have to 2 or 3?
That goes to 3. So it takes 3 points of damage. You watch it kind of just like shudder almost like violently and like kind of like swivel its head around wildly, trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Add your one from Clover.
Oh,
Right. Thank you.
4.
It looks very disoriented, but like it kind of eventually like kind of refocuses on your party. Whoa. That was exciting.
But
Noah's camera went bonkers for a second. All right, so
It's doing it again.
Anything else you guys want to do on?
One.
All right, that you
Go
want
ahead.
to do on your turn? All right, that's gonna bring us to Clover. Yes.
all right, Clover is going to maintain. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Clover is going to maintain her bardic performance, but in the middle of it, she's going to cast the spell Moment of Glory.
Okay. And what is
That means that's going to. So as far as I can tell, that's going to increase any morale bonuses by 2, and her bardic performance is a morale boosting effect, I believe. Does anybody know if I'm wrong?
Does
It
it
is.
require an action?
It is.
maintain
It is,
bardic
Tasha.
performance?
It's a free action to maintain bardic performance.
Bardic performance is a morale boosting effect to saving throws and a competence boosting effect or something like that to attack rolls.
Thank you, Noah. So you guys all now have +3 to saves.
And this is Moment of Greatness.
This moment of glory.
I did not see Moment of Glory anywhere.
It might be moment of greatness. Hold on here. I may be
Moment
in
of Glory sounds cooler.
Moment of greatness is it's moment of greatness. I'm sorry.
So it doubles.
Sorry. Sorry. Double. So it's 2. So it's 2 now. So you get a 2. So you guys get a bonus 2 to saves.
But only once, I believe.
Yes.
Is this everybody?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody being
Okay.
That's nice. Awesome. All right, so she will take that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. 1 minute per level or until discharge.
Okay.
Sweet. All right. Anything else that Clover would like to do on her turn?
Just maintain bardic performance. It's a free action.
Have a second verse to her snake song.
Snakes in the desert.
If it interests anybody, I'm currently stuck under the table
How?
What?
on a reclining chair.
Okay.
I reclined the chair and then slid under the table, and now something on my pants is stuck under.
Oh no.
Okay. I can tell you what it is. It's the wormhole opening up down the
Oh, it's a belt loop.
Alright, so, alright,
Wormhole belt.
I'm alive.
okay, so
That's good to hear.
what am I gonna do?
Not doing that again.
What did somebody ask? Gabrielle,
Alright,
you asked me a
That's
question.
the end of Clover's turn, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so that brings us to Francis.
Francis is gonna attack again.
Good job, Francis.
I've had enough with you.
Well, how do you know that he hasn't had enough of you? So, you know, maybe...
You took 2/3 of my life out of me. I think I've had enough.
Listen, that was in self-defense.
He attacked me!
Right.
The snake needed to live.
Is the snake talking?
No. In that one.
My rolls for this spectacular engagement are going to be an 11 and a natural 1.
Yikes! Yikes! Well, thankfully there's nobody around for you to massively injure except for yourself. So, and the physics of that would be pretty freaking amazing. So I'll cut you one loose. And we'll say, because you're being bardically inspired, you managed not to cut your own hand off.
Yeah. I forgot what that's a 12. The first roll was a 12.
No! Unfortunately, yes, both of those strikes will miss. You're getting into the snake song, and the effect of the poison, while you manage to shake it off, it's still you're still feeling a little bit fuzzy, we'll say. So your attacks swing wide, but you know, it's alright. So that's gonna end your turn unless you have something else that you want to do on your turn.
Nope.
It's gonna sulk.
Actually,
Speaking now,
I want to move. I don't want to break combat, but I want to go boop. Oh, holy cow! It's so tiny. Boop, boop, boop.
Okay, I would give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you went the other way around instead of running in front of its face. But
It wouldn't matter.
I mean, it might not. But maybe you running by would make it pay attention to you more. But you can run that way. Either way. We'll see. We'll see if you survive. Alright, bringing us to the top of the round is Thenmir and Snack 1.
Sick it, Venmir.
Well, I am very far away.
You too far to shoot?
Yes. If Thorns was operational, I wouldn't be.
Mending.
If only the Axon Surge was a thing in Pathfinder.
Yay, more
Well,
options.
I will just full round sprint to right there.
Thanks, boss.
Hang on. Hold up.
I'm gonna die! Welcome to the desert!
Welcome to the jungle!
Welcome to the we got cobras and scorpions! We got moving pyramids! Why didn't I think of this song like 20 minutes ago? Welcome to the desert! Would you like a cobra bite?
Let it bring you to your knees.
In the desert! Welcome to the desert!
Alright. Thenmir has full round sprinted, so that's gonna end his turn. Meaning that Angry Snack is now going to try and the bite. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick odd or even.
Odd.
That did not work the way
It
that I
tries to
wanted.
bite me. It tries to bite. No, it tries to bite
Sorry.
me.
You're like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but I'm advancing on it. I'm looking real threatening.
It likes how I
Up in the
taste.
air threateningly.
Oh, so you're too far away from it.
No, I'm not.
You're like over there.
It can move.
It can, but logic is saying that it's going to go for the thing that tried to hit it last, and that ran in front of its face.
I mean, it's not going to go for the things that killed its friend.
It doesn't.
It doesn't know that.
Does it know it has
Paying
friends?
attention to its buddy.
It's a bad friend.
It's not yelling, Craig! Craig, how can they do this to you?
Wake up, Frank! Open your eyes! Breathe! Come on, Frank, breathe! It's not dropping everything to go do snake CPR?
That would be adorable. It'd be like curled up or like smashing its head into the other snake's chest.
I really want snake CPR now.
Snake CPR.
It's like banging its head into its chest.
Rest in peace, Frank Craig, ambush cobra.
I think I just gave myself a concussion, so that's great.
Headbanging. The danger starts at home.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. That will be. Sorry, my mom's yelling at me. I'm too loud. That will be a.
You know what, your mom? She's too quiet. What?
23 to hit.
Magically, a wall descends from space. No, I'm dead.
Mikey,
You're not dead yet.
you're only mostly dead.
Not all dead.
I've been mostly dead all campaign.
I think the facts and like loose change.
Bring out your dead. We ain't dead yet.
Stone dead moment. I feel happy.
That will be 10 points of damage. And please make a fortitude save.
Okay, guys, I'm at -5.
Okay, let's get a healer over here.
Oh, by the way, I failed to save him. I'd be a 12 against poison.
Okay, you lose 1 constitution point.
Oh, fantastic! That means I now have a negative modifier to con, which means that I lose... How many hit points?
One more.
One more.
Oh, hang on. No.
Cause are you
3.
negative?
I'm at...
When your con goes down, you lose another number of hit points equal to your current level.
Okay, so that's 3?
Well,
Alright.
no, hang on. Has your con modifier changed?
No, ma'am.
If your modifier has not changed, then you don't lose hit points.
Okay. Alright,
Only
so...
when your modifier changes.
Okay, so I have lost a con. I am down to a -1 con, and I am at -5 hit points.
Okay.
I can only go down to
You
-10.
were already at a -1 con?
No, I was already at, I was at 0, now I'm at -1. Oh, sorry, I was at 0, now I'm at -1.
Sorry, what's your normal con?
10 to 9. I went from 10 to 9.
9 is a -1, so yeah, you would have lost hit.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you meant did mine increase as I leveled, which didn't make any sense. That's dumb.
No.
Alright, so...
Oh, good.
Uh...
Not all is not good.
All is not good, but...
Terrible
right.
shape.
So how many hit points do I lose when I drop a mod of...
Your level.
So I am at -8 hit points right now. I can go down to -10.
Well, this turned out fun. Yikes. Alright.
Ah!
That's gonna end Snacky's next turn.
I hate you.
Next, you are dead.
I feel dead.
He is actually going to turn. And seeing Amari, that's next target. Actually, it's not going to move. So, that's going to end Snacky's next turn. Bring us to Ven.
It's not currently flanked.
No, it is not.
It's flanked by my corpse.
It's not corpse yet.
My corpse-like body apparatus.
Your carbon casing.
Yes.
I'm gonna move up to it.
Alright.
The charge of
And
this.
I'ma say, hey Mari, can you get on this other side, please? Like right now.
On this, if she can't.
And I'm gonna
you know what I
hold
mean.
my action, holding my attack until Amari gets in range and I'm flanking it.
The charge of the Squishy Brigade.
Ben, are you okay with being there?
Sorry, what was that?
Where do you want to be? I was going to put you there. Just.
Have me go one down, because that means if Amari steps straight forward, I'm even more flanky.
Cool.
Yeah.
Flanky.
Just gonna hope that she can get me some sneak attack.
All right, bringing us to Felix.
Well said, Noah.
You're muted, Noah.
Sorry, I was being mauled by dogs.
It's no.
Exciting.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Greet the happy puppers.
They're so cute.
Hey.
Hi, happy puppies.
Hi, doggy. Aww, puppy.
All right. I'm going to move myself, I guess, another 30 feet forward and call out and ask if anyone, what's going on? Because I still can't see the battle.
Any of
Help!
us answer?
Can you use your ability to go 50 feet per round?
Just,
I don't know what's in front of me.
just run over the snake at 50 miles an hour.
As he runs past
It's a lot more than 50 feet per round.
falling through the plains, like the abyss.
So I'm going to move 30 feet forward and continue trying to figure out what's going on, but I can't actually see the man that's down, so I don't know to rush to him or anything unless someone tells me to.
Again, are any of us allowed to say something?
I don't think there's anything stopping you.
Francis is down.
Okay. I will do a full round sprint forward then to get to as close to him as I can.
Okay. Can you stretch your ruler out to 30 feet?
And how? Combat. Snake combat.
You're right here now. So
Okay.
now you can see Snack and you can see your friend.
Okay.
Dead.
What did you say?
Got it. Can Amari reach him, hopefully? Because I won't be able to get to him until next turn. Because
Okay.
she has healing magic too, right?
Yeah. So for
She
flanking,
does, but-
do you just need a body to be standing there? Do I need to be in combat with it?
No. Technically, if you're in its threatened range, if you're threatening it, which you are, because theoretically you're in combat, you're flying.
Okay. All right. So she's going to take that step forward and she's going to cast Cure Light Wounds.
And I'm going to take my attack on it.
Okay.
My
Go ahead and
now
roll.
flanking and thus sneak attacky attack. Natural 20.
Yo!
Die!
Kill this trucker.
Die a painful death. Best damage in the world. Hang on. I can math.
Go where your Cobra friend Frank Craig will meet you at the gates of hell.
You get 3 points back.
Oh, good. I'm back to
Sorry. I can't 8. Do I get a bonus from Clover at all on that?
Oh wait, Clover bonus.
Clover bonus. Clover bonus.
Yes, I did Clover bonus.
I'm
But
at
yes, you get 8
0.
points back. You are now at 0.
I'm at 0, which means I am awake but unable to do anything.
23 points of damage.
That's just like most days in my real life.
How you want to do this?
Woo!
Which way is it facing?
It is looking at Amari.
Okay. I want it to go to try and attack Amari as she casts her spell, and then the blade to go through the back of the head and out the mouth.
Okay, so as kind of this coalesce, as light kind of coalesces from her fingertips as she lays them onto Francis's.
The hope was that I could get it down before it took the attack of opportunity on you. For casting in combat.
Lol.
It was happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's gonna die on top of her probably.
Simultaneously. And my prone corpse.
It may have missed. That'd be cool. It did not miss. Hang on.
Jingle
Nope, it didn't.
jangle.
I'm done.
What
This is the
happened?
second cup I've broken in 2 days, and I'm not happy about it.
Oh my word. Harley.
Oh, that's not too
I
bad.
really liked that mug. It was the only one I had here that was mine.
Oh.
Harley.
Which one was it?
I'll be back. It was the green mug that Nansing gave me for Christmas last year.
Hmm.
My old boss.
Yeah. Sorry, Harley.
I'll be back. I
Okay.
don't have any shoes here.
Oh. Be
Oh.
careful.
Be very careful.
All right. So, several things are happening simultaneously. You are now awake.
Ugh!
That's really terrible. You are now awake. The snake kind of jabs forward, and it's as its fangs latch onto Amari's shoulder. You throw your blades, and they both sprout into the back of its head. Amari kind of like yelps and like yanks her arm away before before the knife pierces her own skin. And Amari watches as like his eyes roll back in its head, and it kind of collapses to the ground, just oozing poison and blood across the sand. Amari's gonna kind of stagger back, like holding her arm, just like, that's not good. That is not good. But you're fine though.
Oh! I am.
Ow.
I thought that killing it was good.
Oh.
That was really cool. I think I got poisoned. That's not.
Oh, that's maybe like can you suck that? I really don't know anything about snakes. Actually, I don't know if that has
really,
the
really shouldn't. But I'm. Just give me 1 second. Okay, you need another healing spell.
Oh. Just.
Stop falling around like that. It's not good for your back.
Maybe Felix can help.
Back.
How much do I get back?
10.
Oh! I'm at I'm at 2/3 again, guys.
At 3, it's 24. Plus my feet. It's plus 3, it's 27. Minus 1. 26 would be more normal. And now
Oh.
that.
Mercy. Oh, crap. Crud. Crapola. Sheesh. Oh. I'm alright.
You're good. That's good. That's good. I've lost 1 constitution. That's not good.
Carry me lightly, boys. I'm useless.
I'm about to be useless because I'm about to kill myself.
With what? What?
My fort saves keep going. I'm
Oh.
not beating said.
I haven't been making saves against the con either. I need to do that,
Oh
don't
yeah,
I?
that's true. Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah.
Still
What do I need to roll?
Oh, my fort is +2. Oh, that's great. You need to beat a 17.
Okay, where I keep taking damage. So when I roll twice?
Add plus. Remember, add your +2.
Because Clover.
Plus 3.
No, it's +2. It was only doubled.
Sorry.
Oh.
Alright, so I need to beat a 17. How many times should I roll? Twice?
You only need to beat 1 save. You only need to do it once.
That's not it.
Alright, so knock 1 down.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm down to 8. I'm down to 8 con.
Oh, you're almost 1 away from me. Alright, so you're on round. I'm gonna say you're on round 2.
That's right.
So go ahead.
Round 3. Even worse.
Y'all, this is gonna be great. Alright, so that's another one. Oh, it's 1d2 con. We're not gonna be that mean. We're not gonna be that mean and make you roll. So, just keep taking 1s off.
Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Alright. So I'm down to 7. So that means
Cleric / Oracle or whatever you have restoration spells.
Please. That'd be great. Oh my gosh.
I'm down to 7, which means that I'm gonna take 3 hit points of health. That's gonna put me down to 7 hit points.
Oh, I'm supposed to also be dropping these. Oh, that's great. So 15.
It's only when you go down 1 modifier level.
Yeah, no, I already
Yeah, okay,
did.
okay.
So I'm in the 6 or 7 range now, so that's great.
Mhm.
Alright, so 4th roll?
4th roll. No.
Clover starts singing louder and more desperately.
Please.
We're gonna die! Just...
It goes from like snakes in the desert to snakes in the desert, snakes in the desert, snakes in the desert.
Alright, so that's another. So now we're down to 5.
I'm down to 6.
Dying.
Okay.
This is great.
I'm down to 6. My
Alright,
go.
Alright, so this is 5. Roll.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, he's just gonna roll himself to fucking death.
Okay, so I'm down to 5. I lose 3 more hit points. I'm down
Come on, please.
I'm down to 4 hit points.
Okay, I just got 14, and I don't even know what I'm like a minus. Like my fortitude is like is 0, if not less than that.
I'm at -3.
Okay, so I'm at 5, which means that my con is down to
-3.
minus
Should be.
3.
Right? Yes, -3.
It's -3, so
Yeah.
yeah, my fortitude saves are 0, so it was a 14 flat. So that was 5. What'd you get?
For
Don't kill us. We've only got 1 more.
I rolled a 6 plus 1. 6 plus 1.
Doing absolutely horribly. But this is the last
This is the
one.
last one. Jeez.
Watch us save. Watch us both save.
9 freaking teen.
Literally
What
save.
are you rolling exactly?
Poison. You're rolling against the snake's poison.
Or
Literally.
wait, why so many?
Because it goes for 6 rounds.
Oh. Is it like wait? Is the combat
Over.
rounds?
Are you sure it doesn't go for 1d6 rounds?
No, it's one per round for 6 rounds. Is what's written.
So
1d2 con, and I was nice.
I can cast a spell that gives you a +1, or to one of the 2 of you at least. Each of those times, if I'm there.
Each time?
Spells. Yes. Once per round, I can cast a spell, and it will give a +1 bonus to a saving throw each round.
It
but
would have.
one of you get the bonus.
It would have made no difference on any of my rolls.
Yeah, no, it all same here. Like I wasn't even close to 17 until that last one. Hesitated, but would not have done whatsoever. So yeah, we're sitting pretty 5 con,
Oh!
12 hit points.
Oh!
Are you even up?
Oh! I have 4 hit points and 5 con.
Ow.
Oh!
You look terrible.
Oh!
Or might just gonna like collapse next to you. So yeah, that was
Just I don't even have enough room to get out of the way of your puke. I'm just
yeah.
so
Can you guys
bored.
stand under the weight of your armor and equipment?
I can't.
I don't think so.
That's determined by strength, not constitution.
That's true.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Oh no, she's right. Look this way. I can. I just don't feel like it.
All right. Can I cast Cure Light Wounds at a higher level? At 2nd
I
level?
think that's the 5th edition.
Yeah, it's
That's a
5th edition
If
thing.
you wanted to cast it at a higher level, you'd have to have taken Cure Moderate.
That's poopy. I was gonna be.
No, it's
awesome
balanced.
2nd level.
So I can heal hit points back to people if they're missing hit points. But
Yeah.
as far as missing con, I have a poison kit that I got, but I'm not really sure if it's too late for that. Like,
It would appear to be.
It seems like it. Can you just like heal us? That'd be great.
yeah, I can get hit points back. If
You
you
can
actually
get
have any
back.
capacity for hit points, if you're at that much negative con.
Oh my word. Is this permanent or is this temporary con
No,
damage?
it's temporary. It does not.
Long rest should heal it.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
I can give 9 hit points to somebody.
Gabrielle, do you want it?
No, give it to that dude. I think I can use a second level spell slot, like just burn one. No, that works exactly the way I was saying. So never mind.
Okay, I'm back up to.
I'll give 9 hit points to the sick-looking man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
at 12, so.
I'm back up to 13 hit. Wait, no, wait. I have a new maximum hit points too. So
Oh, yeah.
What was your original Constitution score?
it was originally 10, so now it's down to 5.
Which means you've gone from a 0 to a -3.
Yes.
Yes.
So my new
Which
maximum
means that you
hit
would
point.
lose 9 points off your maximum number of hit points.
Oh, exciting, guys! Guess what my maximum hit points are now?
6.
12.
Yes! 6.
6. Lordy.
Hmm.
Back to level 1 here, guys.
How many hit points did you have?
15!
I think you can do that math.
What's your Why do you only have 15?
Because I can't roll.
No, you're supposed to do. We said max.
For the first
For the
level.
first level, you said, Max.
Yeah.
we rolled for all the rest.
That's what you told us.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Told us.
That's
Good to
what
know.
that's
What
what
do
we were
we
going
have a
with.
whole lot more than 13 hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, no, we rolled, which was good. I like rolling.
Alright, so 17 plus. So, yeah, no, I have 19. That's cool.
So yeah, I can provide.
Max out at 10 if I lost the same amount. That's cool. Can we go to sleep? Can we just go to sleep, please?
We just woke up. Actually, no. We just started to sleep. We just started to sleep.
No, we just woke up.
No. Harley is right. We were just getting ready to go to sleep. I was first watch.
Why
So
were
was
you-
I.
You guys were watching just in general because you guys decided to camp out for the day instead of traveling into the afternoon and evening. You guys were not going to sleep. So you guys saw the pyramid at dawn, and then
I can provide, as someone trained in healing, I can provide long-term care, which means you recover ability score points at twice the normal rate.
Ooh.
Thanks, boss.
But hold that thought. So here's what happened. No, so you guys saw the pyramid at dawn, then you stopped moving and went to sleep. You guys woke up at 1 and decided, okay, we're going to camp out for however many days to try and figure out what's up with the pyramid. You guys got attacked 2 hours into being awake, and you guys set up watches. You and Ven were taking first watch to keep an eye out on the camp while you guys were awake, just to make sure nothing attacked you, because you guys aren't moving. So you guys did just wake up. Keep shouting. Good grief.
I think she's right.
Okay. I mean, we're staying here anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really make that much of a difference.
All right.
All the naps.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an 8-hour nap. Thank you.
I'm okay, so I can still stay up.
All right. Let's just take turns.
I'll
Alright.
stay on watch.
I can provide, like I said, long-term care, so you regain your ability score at twice the normal rate.
Well, the normal rate is 8 hours, so I guess that would mean we only have to nap for 4 hours then.
We can establish a third camp, so we can have a triage camp, a dream camp, and a non-dream camp.
I just want to drool into the sand right now, so I'm not gonna worry about a third camp because we already have all 3 tents out anyway. So Amari's gonna drag her limp body self back into the tent and just be like, wake us up in 4 hours. Thank you so much, Felix. Ugh. She might puke a couple more times on the way. Vomit trail.
I'm going to use the body of the snake to help push myself up. Just
I can
squilt.
give you a hand.
Thank you, Sir Ven.
Here. I'll assisting an old person when they walk, kind of help you over to your bed or something.
You know, my mother used to say, "He who slaps away a helping hand when he feels like he has been handed down a curse is a fool." What?
Her mother was a wise one.
She was.
In that case, will you hold my hand if I suddenly get diarrhea? Because I kind of feel like it's at this point. I won't stop holding your hands.
I don't think I know
Wait a
about your
second.
bowel movements.
Wait a second. What?
That was at Francis. I don't want to inflict that on Savannah, but I'm assuming if I have diarrhea, then so will Francis at some point. Oh god.
Oh!
I'm going to get out of this tent right now.
I would if I were you, just batten down the hatches
Trying to
and
avoid vomiting on the canvas.
stay upwind, folks. Stay upwind.
Should we just like dig a hole? Maybe strength scores haven't been hurt, so
Yes, we
I'm just gonna like try and just like dig a hole for so that there's not just stuff flying everywhere. This was great, guys. This was really great. All right.
Stupid snakes and stupid desert.
Yeah, this is not fun. I guess it means that we probably like don't have much endurance for like at this point.
Oh, it turns out I could have treated you for poison while you were and given you a +4 bonus.
Thanks, Noah.
You're joking, right?
No, treat poison is one of the things you can do with the heal skill.
Felix, please make a wisdom check real fast for me.
I demand that Felix stays in this tent with us until we're better.
No, I will see about that. Hold on 1 second.
I mean, if I'm providing long-term care, that's what I'm doing.
True.
That's true. But I want you to roll a wisdom check.
Okay, my wisdom check was a 1. Modified 1.
Felix just, sitting there, man, you guys, like holding the hair. I could have helped you too. I'm just really sorry.
I will throw a shoe at Felix.
Yes, Felix is one save to not get an attack. To think maybe I shouldn't say that. Am just gonna like?
Oh my word!
What? Please tell me you nat 20'd on your shoe throwing because I would die.
No, I didn't. I didn't roll that.
What are you rolling?
Nothing. Oh, by the way, I rolled an 8 on my shoe throwing.
You miss.
I know.
Y'all two need to stop.
Alright,
Alright. It is now 11 o'clock. My mother has yelled at me multiple times for being too loud. So, in the interest of keeping our stream not ridiculously long, and to pull the focus away from our two puking friends, anything else that you guys would like to do? Hearing nothing? Alright, so with your trying to drown out the sounds of Amari and Francis dealing with poison after effects, you guys kind of settle in for the rest of the afternoon as the sun begins to move in past its apex down toward the horizon, as the hours kind of tick by towards 7 o'clock. And we will pick up there next week, or whatever week. Y'all, it's been real. Can we have a reading of the quotes, even though we've already done some of them?
I think there's only 2.
There's only 2. You want the first and second?
You can take the first one.
Okay.
Or should we have Gabrielle assist you in recreating the first one?
Gabrielle, would you like to assist with recreating the first one?
Let me actually pull up the quotes list.
Well, you don't need that. It's just in the middle, in between Tasha's 2 lines, you just say, because I, as its creator, said so.
Okay, go for it.
How do we know this isn't a transgender cobra?
Because I, as its creator, said so.
Do you have a thing against transgender cobras?
And then the second and last quote is bloody bleeding wound. Andrew, trying to describe what he looks like. His health state going bloody bleeding wound.
Nice.
Oh,
He
alright.
is healthy.
We is healthy.
Healthy is us.
Guys, that's the stream name.
On the other hand, guys, look at this. We have graduated from worms to snakes.
Whoa.
We're
Squishy.
going backwards.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to deal with the crabs eventually.
And then
We can go back to the cave.
ants.
It just cuts to somebody staggering out of the underground. We weren't ready for the crabs.
Abort!
They're just
And,
three
um,
dead bodies.
On the bright side, next time you guys are poisoned, you'll know to ask for help.
Yeah, we will.
Help!
All right.
Help!
Thank you as always for joining us. Pray in your D&D minds for the two pukers in the tent.
Pray for the two pukers.
Yes, the two pukers.
That
Also,
was a weird
it's gonna be embarrassing. Shout out to Ethan Sawyer, our lovely Senmir, for graduating. He is now an electrical engineer.
Woo!
Give him a job. Give him a job, so he can fix your electrics.
Congratulations, Ethan.
Yay, Ethan!
2020. That's the year.
Ethan, he's our man. If he can't electrify it, nobody can.
Out of curiosity, what is your school doing with graduation? Because my graduations are all over the place. Easton hasn't even told us what they're doing with us.
I don't think he registered that.
Okay, that's fine.
So in the
Ignore
meantime,
me.
Technically,
we're-
today
Ethan?
is my graduation.
Hey!
Hey,
That's what's going to be on my diploma.
Oh, exciting.
So,
mine are next week, not on the same day, but only physics has actually told us what they're doing. I know nothing about my Eastman graduation.
Really
Can you
weird.
guys hear me?
Oh,
there
now
you
we
are.
can.
Hi.
Okay. I did say stuff.
We didn't hear it
Sorry.
Okay.
at all.
No, I'm going back in September.
Gotcha.
Gasp.
for your masters.
No, for
Oh.
my graduation.
Oh!
I was going back in August for my masters, but decided to give up on that endeavor.
Oh.
Don't do
Really?
it. Masters aren't worth it.
Yeah, if I
Thanks,
wanted to,
that's
if
what
I
I'm
wanted
doing.
to,
That's
if
also
I
what
wanted
I'm
a graduate
doing.
degree, I'd have to go for my PhD, but then I'd be stuck being a professor, and I really don't want to do that.
Dude, get out while you still can. All right, so
I'm going for a master so I can be a professor.
Can Clover strike up a whatever it is graduate march? Because we're gonna
Pomp of
No.
circumstance.
do. Thank you. That's the one.
Da 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 da.
I only had to play this in graduation for 4 years in a row.
Your favorite song, Tasha?
I hate this song. I hate this song.
There's the version I know her to sing.
Okay.
It's 4 years in a row.
Can you see what his master's in?
What?
Business administration.
Yay!
MBA is Noah. Why did I do Noah
Martin
Anderson.
Anderson.
Sorry.
Yes.
Noah Anderson. He's smart. He now has masters. He can now administer your businesses and administer somebody else's.
Oh.
Master them. He will master other people's businesses.
Congratulations to Noah. And finally, third on the list, and definitely still singing "I Hate This Song." Definitely did not want to be called out. We have our fantastic
Hiding.
and physicsing Tasha Shapiro, who graduated this year from Eastman School of Music and the University of Rochester with her bachelor's in science in physics and her bachelor's of arts. I'm assuming in
Music.
music.
Bachelor of music.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
that's a thing.
So you're a bowel movement.
Okay,
Fun fact,
for the record, I heard Bachelor of Farts.
fun
Congratulations.
fact, Liberty University has made their computer science degrees no longer Bachelor of Science, but now it's Bachelor of Arts.
Interesting. So BA and a BAX. You got a BAX.
BA.
Yeah.
To all of our graduates, good job.
Where did Ethan go? Did he just like phase out of existence? Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi, I didn't see you move. You were
I
just.
went out stage left.
Please move your tassels to the left, and also you're in the one now. So please donate now $2,000, $2,020. You know, because of 2020. just donate to the wonderful establishment that just took so much of your money, investing in you, and just invest it right back. Invest it right back. You haven't
It's really sad how accurate that is.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, I think I need that money for my cardboard box.
That's
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of
next to yours.
We could have adjoining cardboard box houses, and then when the people with actual jobs go by, we can wave at them.
Oh, that would be so fun!
Yeah, I need that
Great.
money from my cardboard box mainly because I spend it all on Sharpies to draw in the padlock.
I hope you don't mind, but the walls of my cardboard box aren't great at stopping the noise of horn playing.
Let's form a cardboard village, guys. Let's form a cardboard village.
Cardboard village.
Beautiful.
Where's
That's
an
fine,
architect?
I
We need an
I
architect to
can
design our
insulate it
cardboard
with my
village for it.
crocheting.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great. That's great.
I'll make sure we all have electric lights. I'll give you a bunch of car batteries.
So what you're
All right.
We're gonna have the most advanced cardboard village of all time.
Exactly. But in all seriousness, congratulations to the three of you. You guys worked really hard for this. We're super, super proud of you. You know that.
yes.
Congrats on everything that you're doing next. And that will conclude our stream for tonight. So goodbye, anybody who is not Kira.
Night, Kira. Goodbye, Scott.
Bye, Scott. Good night, Kira. And we will see you on the next episode of Taikangaard.
Is it some weekend day yet?
Yes.
Is it the week?